You come at the king, you best not miss.
and share the show. You know what it is. Let's go. Like and share the show. Let's get it. Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones. Listen, people, I have spoken to Google. I'm sorry. Well, I guess it's the same thing. I have spoken to YouTube and everybody. Look at our viewership right now. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. I don't know what's going on. But this has been going on. I also understand when we immediately start the shows and things like that, of course, there's going to be some, But I am expecting to see us in the 100 of viewership mark because we have something that I want to lay out to you guys tonight. I think that there's going to be a situation where those who know will have to link with other people who know. I think what's actually happening right now is people are I'll just turn this on just to look and get us into our TikTok video popped up. It's really insane to me that when a woman puts a filter and music behind her, how gorgeous she believes. It goes right along with our show. So it goes right along with our show today. Allison said people do not want to hear the truth today. Well, here's the cool thing about that, Miss Allison. And I agree with you. Here's the cool thing about that, though. The only people who will survive the things that are going to be emerging are going to be the people who accepted the truth. That's the difference. Let's get our TikTok going. Okay, do that. Put this right here. Put that right there. Flex that like that. Today's going to actually be a pretty decent show. I'm not going to lie. Today is actually going to be a decent show. Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones. Definitely in the building. Rocking out with us. Let's get those numbers up, people. Let's get those numbers up. Repping definitely in here. Tagged up in the situation. Rocking out with us. New Orleans is in the building. Miss Jabria next. Miss Raquel, you already know what it is. So listen, what we're going to talk about today, you know what? Is it right here? If it's right here, we can go, but it's not right there. So, boom. Salute. Listen, so I want to start off by saying this too. My grandfather used to always say, well, I reckon a man You know what? We might as well get going with our other people. That battery's not low. That battery's not low. Let's do this. Put this right here. And put that right there. Press boom on that. Press boom on that. And we have another boom. Right? But listen, what I want to say to you guys is my grandfather used to tell me, well, I reckon a man gonna only feel as good as he looks. So I remember some people said something like that. It doesn't happen often, but some people would say, why is he dressed a certain way 10 o'clock at night or something like that? Well, for one, we have different time zones, but for two, it is really, really true. You feel about as good as you look. So listen, I can't even go to the store because when people recognize me, I've been caught off guard one time. And I said to myself, just let me shoot to the store real quick. I wasn't terrible, but I was riding my bicycle. Bro, you got this show. What's my nigga, Prince? So I am trained to make sure I put a little bit of effort into what I look like when I go out, right? I'm saying this for you guys. Listen, right now I have cologne on. Nobody's in here with me. I have cologne on, YSL. No, it's Gucci, I think. It's not Gucci. What is it? Is that Gucci? What is that? Is that Gucci? I don't. What's the other one? Not Gucci. The glasses. Versace. I think it's Versace, right? Because of how it makes me feel. That's what scents are supposed to do. You are supposed to wear the fragrances that most closely relate to who you know you are. And once you start picking out those fragrances, that you will embody them. Even when no one's here in the studio, I smell up to par, right? So it creates a type of energy that allows me to go ahead and proceed. Colognes are important. Perfumes are important, right? Colognes and perfumes are important. These are the tools that we utilize to gain the attention of the opposite sex. Not only that, these are the things that we utilize to let people in society know who we are. You guys should be dressed in a way where you're prepared to bump into a down-dressed multimillionaire who could give you options in life if he were impressed with the way you look right now. And we're going to start talking more about that too, people, because I want you guys to be more on, listen, clothes are amazing. Clothes are amazing. I hate shopping. I don't shop often. I hate shopping. I have someone go shopping for me. But how you feel, people will get to see it when you're out in public, right? I just wanted to tell you guys that some of you have forgot about your dress wear. Some of you have gotten used to how you've been moving for the past 2 years or something like that. It's time to get back on the ball. Some of you use your dress wear and your professional look to get that promotion or that job that you wanted. Then after you got that promotion or that job or whatever, you're good. It's like when people say that a woman will marry a man and then she'll lose all of the weight and things like that. Let go. Some of you have done that, fellas. You have no business. You have no business wearing Jordan shoes every day. That is insane. That tells society who you are. Versus if you are in a pub or something like that with somebody like me, and there's somebody of significance who has the ability to grant opportunities of significance, the odds are higher that he's going to feel more comfortable telling his corny white man joke to me and then just starting a discussion with me than the person who he has to gauge them. I don't know if he's a gangbanger. He got Jordans and jeans on. I can't say he's a gangbanger, but versus me, everything about me is going to say a person who dresses like him, smells like him, and things like that. It's a no-brainer to talk to him, right? So I want you guys to get everything back in order. For those of you who have let go, you haven't been rocking out like you should be rocking out. When you got, listen, I'm going to say this to the ladies too. Turbulence, people. You guys got to fucking stop it with how you're looking at Walmart. It's unbelievable. You guys can't sneak out. Ladies, you can't sit. Well, I'm just going over here to Kroger. You can't do that. It's where most of us meet our significant others, our life partners. And here you are, the moment you get captured by this man who is potentially your significant other, your life partner, he caught you in a time where your look said to him, I'm just going to the grocery store. That's what your look said to him. And listen, I'll be honest with you. Here, let's go. Turbulence, people. I'll be honest. Most of the people that I see dressed like that, they're not the caliber of women that men want anyway. So I guess it's redundant. It's the broken women, right? It's the women who we can picture swinging on us if we say something, which does not fit the category of all black women. And we are going to have to start, listen, this is my personal opinion. I can't make you guys believe what I believe, but I believe that there is more African-American women who are good people than there are bad. There is a small amount of African-American women who are wreaking hellfire and havoc on this planet. And they are so impactful, they have the ability to make a significant portion of black women look terrible. The reason I can't go for it is I know the women in my family. I know the women I've dated. Those women that we're talking about who are the bottom of the barrel, you know who they are? These are the women who come from the places where King Von came from. These are the women who come from St. Louis, the impoverished parts of St. Louis. I believe, this is my theory, I believe the higher levels of breakage that we observe in people, you can most definitely trace those things back to higher levels of poverty. Right? Look at them. We're talking about girls who have sliced other girls in the face and things like that. All black women are not ghetto and low value. I believe the majority are not. I believe the majority are not. Or at bare minimum, it's 50-50. Or let me take that back. I believe there's around 40%, 40% of amazing African-American women in America. That's what I believe. Now, even though that number is still bad, it's not what you guys think. Black women are getting a lot of flack for being the color of these debaucherous, broken down individuals that you saw at Walmart. It's a brand. And a brand is so powerful, it can associate an entire group of people with whatever a small group of people are seeing to be doing. I will give you this. I do believe it's about 40-60. 60% of African-American women aren't good. And the reason I say that is because they have clung on to a culture that is not black culture. It's man-made by the government. Who do you think supplies us with our music? Who do you think has to approve the music before it hits the shelves? Right? All of the terrible music that you hear coming from black people, white America is responsible for it. 100%. I dare there be any person who will dispute that. I want to see. I'm going to wait. I want to see. And I'm going to say this again. All of the terrible music, the mainstream terrible music that you guys hear coming out of the black community, white people are 100% responsible for it. I want to see if anybody disagrees. I want to see. They own all of the distribution companies. It is up to them what makes it to your ear. Right? So I'm saying all of this to say, I want us to be come on up here, Huey. Let's do it like that. Let me see. He said they sell it, but we make it. We also make amazing black things in the black community that they won't promote. Therefore, it never sees the light of day. The movie Friday has been created for years. The last one, it has been created for years already. But Lionsgate wouldn't release it. or green light it. So what is your point? It doesn't matter what we make. It's up to somebody else to determine whether or not it sees the light of day or reaches your ears or reaches your eyes. And the A&Rs will tell you it's not gutter enough. They'll tell you it's not gutter enough. But listen, let's go. Let's get to the show, people. Shout out to my girl. Hold on. Let me see something. Boom. Oh. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. But without any further ado, what we're talking about today is I want to show you guys what happened to American women. I want to show you guys what happened to American women.
Women fighting for equality with feminism was a mistake. I mean, think about it. If this was a movement that actually cared about helping women thrive, why would they fight to become more like men? Women do not have men's biology. Men don't get pregnant. Men don't go through a monthly hormonal cycle. Men don't have to go through physical changes from childbirth. So why would equality with men be the goal instead of building a society that actually supports women as women? I mean, instead of fighting for women to fit into a system built around male biology, we should have been asking, how do we make it easier for women to have families? How do we make motherhood more supported? How do we help women earn an income without sacrificing home life if they don't want to? How do we help women build businesses that allow women to work around their families instead of forcing families to work around their jobs? Now, those are pro-woman questions. But instead, feminism pushed women towards proving they could work exactly like a man. And that's how I know feminism was a psyop by evil elites that was designed to weaken women, not strengthen them. Targeting women was the easiest thing to do because no shade, but women are the easiest to emotionally manipulate. I mean, you literally have the leading, pretty much cult leader of feminism, Simone de Beauvoir, saying no woman should be authorized to stay at home to raise her children. Too many women would make that choice if given one. And now we have millions of women who are expected to show up to work the same way every single day, even though feminine biology isn't the same as male biology. If your goal was truly around women's well-being, why wasn't the conversation centered around women's unique needs instead of treating women as smaller versions of men? And that's why I know feminism fought for the wrong thing, not because women shouldn't have opportunities, but because equality does not mean equity. Women deserve opportunities that work with their biology, not against it. And because I actually care about women, unlike a lot of these feminists, I speak on topics to advocate for women in ways that actually honor femininity, motherhood, family, and unique strengths women bring into the world. And because I care so much and I'm not lazy in my advocacy and actually care enough to look into the deep, dark history of women empowerment movements to see if they actually empower women. And newsflash, feminism does not. I will always choose what helps women flourish over what sounds good on a protest sign.
You guys got tricked. Listen, I think we touched on this yesterday. And geez, I don't know what happens to me, people. You guys call it out sometimes. It's like I'm sweating like a crack fiend up here. But listen, I think we spoke on this very briefly yesterday, right? I want you guys to think about something, how absolutely amazing women are. I want you guys to think women are so amazing that if we just lay next to them, we don't have to have sex or anything. If you lay next to a woman, you will feel her energy. You will feel some type of comfort. You will feel the support leaking off of her. I'm talking about, you know what I mean when I say a woman. One of our women. One of our women. Right? A good woman. A feminine woman. She doesn't even have to be full-blown feminine. Just as long as she didn't lose the majority of her femininity in whatever battle she went through in life, right? Women are so valuable. Since the beginning of time, we have done what we need to do to be in the company of women. So how the hell can you be so powerful, so valuable as a woman and get tricked into behaving like a man. To me, it's like when Superman fell in love with Lois Lane, and then he went to the ice island or whatever, and his mom said, "If you love this girl, the only way you can be with her is relinquish your powers and go in that chamber right there, and it will take your powers." And he did it. But you see what he did after that too. He went and got those daggone powers back. What I'm telling you guys, you are not powerful trying to be us. Your value goes down rapidly when you emulate men's behavior. When you try to take stances that men take. When you exude the confidence that men exude. Ladies, I'm telling you right now, a lot of you are wondering why you get bashed and thrashed and then released. It's because of that. Bang, 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 bang. We are not attracted to what you turned into. What I find that most women are doing, they are trying to turn into things that we don't desire, but also still be valuable as things we don't desire. Because some of the things in masculinity that they have found and discovered are kind of fun, right? To say certain things, to call somebody bro and things like that. But when we see you moving like that, bang, 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 daddy, bang, 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 daddy, bang. We only want to insert our mushroom tip in you. That's it. That's why I say that this is the hottest show online. Let's do it like this. We are live on blah, 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 floor platforms right now. I want all of the fellas to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how badly does a woman's value drop the more man-like behavior she demonstrates? 10 meaning it drops completely. The lower down you go means it doesn't drop that much. How badly on a scale of 1 to 10 does a woman's value drop when she emulates man behavior? Rodriguez said it drops 3 points. How badly on a scale of 1 to 10? Andre, I'm with Andre. It's 7 and above. If I wanted to be in bed with somebody with masculine behavior, I'd go GAY. Right? Look, 9.99 for marriage. He said if she's a 7, she goes to a 4. The reason that listen, my people said 10, minus 10, 11. See, and this is what I'm saying to you guys. You guys are having very, 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 very tumultuous times on the dating highway. Shout out to my brother Frank over here with the Cash App. I appreciate the love. Look, Miss Brenda said, I absolutely hate when women refer to men as bro. Because we know where it came from. That's how men address each other. But let's go.
The lowest thing that lesbian relationships, when you're in a lesbian relationship, the lowest thing that a lesbian can do when messing with a female is go back to being intimate with men. It's freaking disgusting. It's like the lowest of the low. I'd rather you cheat on me or do.
Again, the topic of today's show is this is what happened to American women. And if you see the thumbnail, there's a thumbnail of the American government standing up in a classroom saying this. Now, ladies, say, I said what I said. You guys took on a whole bunch of bull crap that was marketed to you. And if you want to know whether or not the trends and cultures you took on were bad, all you need to know is men don't like you because of it. The men you desire do not value you or desire you because of that.
The lowest thing that lesbian relationships, when you're in a lesbian relationship, the lowest thing that a lesbian can do when messing with a female is go back to being intimate with men. It's freaking disgusting. It's like the lowest of the low. I'd rather you cheat on me or do something with a stud than to cheat on me with a nigga. That shit.
Do you see how backwards? And I'm going to say this. We've been saying this. We know that a lot of women get their education off TikTok. We can tell because the words and the catchphrases and buzzwords that are typically trending at high levels across TikTok, we end up hearing you guys say them. King, I appreciate the support over there on TikTok, King. Drop bombs. King Kai in this situation dropping the galaxy off of us. Funny you said that because a lot of black men are going GAY. I'm trying to figure out how that correlated. I'm missing something. Unless that was one of those deflections or something. I don't know. But listen, I want you guys to hear this again. When people are talking like this, it shows you how far outside of our natural intended assignment these women have gotten. I want to rewind this one more time so you can hear what she says.
The lowest thing that lesbian relationships, when you're in a lesbian relationship, the lowest thing that a lesbian can do when messing with a female is go back to being intimate with men. It's freaking disgusting. It's like the lowest of the low. I'd rather
a man messing with a woman is disgusting. A car having a battery put in it is nonsense. A truck having gas put in it is nonsense. A computer having programs inside of it is childish. This is what happened to you guys. You took in too much bad information. Yeah, the numbers are too low over here on Instagram, so we're going to get on up off of here. We don't do those low numbers. Those of you on Instagram who want to rock out with us, come on over here to YouTube at The Real Stacey Prince. I appreciate you guys rocking out with us. Those numbers were too low. Okay.
you cheat on me or do something with a stud than to cheat on me with a nigga. That shit trifling as hell. To cheat on me with a dude, that's nasty as hell. And if you a stud, you agree, bro. That's the lowest of the low. You nasty. Not saying you can't bring.
You're nasty. A woman is nasty for sleeping with a man, but she's on point if she sleeps with a woman? You guys have had years and years and years of programming that destroyed you. It destroyed you so bad that men who are programmed to be crazy about you, I'll be honest, men are typically disgusted in today's average woman. Men are typically disgusted in today's average woman.
And I really wish I was easy. Cause you bitches be easy as fuck. Like, I don't know. I really wish I was easy as y'all. Cause a nigga could fucking say, oh, you look so beautiful. And I think that motherfucker lying. Not the fact that I think he's lying because I'm insecure. Or that I think that I'm not attractive or beautiful. But because he's a man. And why are you telling me anything? Shut the fuck up. Like, bitch, I know I'm beautiful. Tell me some new shit. The fuck? Like, what?
We are absolutely disgusted in a significant portion of women. And that's not even relegated to just black women. You know why? Because other cultures have picked up the same trends. Other cultures have picked up that same bullcrap behavior. And I'm going to say something that no one wants to. This is going to be bad, but you know me. I'm going to say it. Turbulence, people. A lot of the bad behavior that you see in women today came from black women. African American people are the most, see, we can't have it both ways. African American people are the most influential group of people on the entire planet. What you're seeing out of a lot of these women, even white women, Asian women, period. Now, the other part that's got them undesirable that isn't the black woman's, it's the feminism movement. But you guys have been sandwiched in two destructive mechanisms. The ratchet, ghetto, black girl behavior culture and the feminism movement. Now you have turned into something after all of these years of having this stuff downloaded in you, you are something that men do not desire. Listen, I think that was Dante. I think Dante said, who was that? Where is it at? Somebody made a good point. Where is that? Look, Ms. Raquel said, I know that's crazy. When the natural order of things is called nasty. Girl, I just saw her eating some food and drinking some water. Listen, I think here's what happened. I think women were given pretty much control over America, and it's what we're seeing today. Does anybody disagree with that? Do you believe that a lot of what we're seeing in today's society that has ruined the family dynamic and things like that, it's women? All of the things that you endorse, there's a significant number of women who are Democrats just so that they can support the GAY community. And these are the people who say that they're Christians, right? But I want to go back to where we were at.
The lowest thing that lesbian relationship for female, but you out here, and if you a stud, you agree, bro. That's the lowest of the low. You nasty. Not saying you can't bring the Jesus home is nothing for female, but you out here taking Peter, you fucking nasty.
Look how she's describing a woman taking Peter, which is how babies are created, is nasty. The programming that you guys received, I'm quite sure you guys didn't take your first pill and say, well, this is going to completely mess me up years from now and men will find me repulsive. I'm sure that's not the way you maybe intended. You thought you were getting leverage. You thought you were getting a leg up. And what they gave you was a cyanide pill. Look at your lives. You're chronically single. And listen, you guys really need to stop lying about being okay with that. It's not even in our biology to not be paired up. The overwhelming and 90 percentile people who are single, it's not okay for them. They're doing other things to compensate. They're renting boys. They're renting girls, whatever. We were not designed to not be paired up together. But because you guys do so many diabolical things that reduce your dating value and cause men to not desire to select you for anything serious, instead of saying, my value is so low that no man wants to take me serious. That's what you should say because it's the truth. It sounds more realistic than saying single by choice, happily single. The world knows you're lying. A male jaguar is going to scour the wilderness until it finds its mate. The female jaguar is going to scour the wilderness until it finds its companion. You guys really think we believe you when you say single by choice? The reason why I say that it would be better for you to go ahead and admit that no, the men, quality men must not find me attractive right now. The reason that that's okay is because if you do a self-evaluation and assessment of yourself, you can kind of find out the things that are kind of off-putting about you in the eyes of men, whatever the things are that are causing men to not desire you at high levels, they're visible. And if you retrace your steps, you can find out what they are. The cool part about it is when you find out what they are, you can fix them. Now you have another chance at being desirable in the eyes of quality men. But what you guys are doing, because of pride, of course we all know it's pride, what you guys are doing, you're trying to tell us that no, the reason that I've been single for 8 years, it has nothing to do with my behavior or I have 3 children by 3 different men. It's because men ain't shit or I'm single by choice. You're a liar, sweetie. You're a liar, okay? You're a liar. The world knows it. Worldwide, people know how important relationships are to them. So do you think that you can convince somebody? No, I know what y'all thinking. Just because y'all see I'm 300 pounds and of course I'm not that attractive looking and I got 3 kids. That's not why I'm single. Yeah. I'm single because I'm single by choice. That is keeping you from doing the work that would enhance your value and expedite the process of getting you a good man. As long as you're lying to yourself about there even needing to be work done, you won't get fixed.
To the low, you nasty. Not saying you can't bring the Jesus home is nothing for female, but you out here taking Peter, you fucking nasty. And that's why I don't be dealing with bi females. That shit there, bro. Y'all out here acting fake gay and this and that, and you out here taking Peter, and then you coming back home to me. And nah, that's nasty as hell. That shit.
It's nasty?
You nasty.
She said, listen, she said a woman taking Peter from a man is trifling and nasty. But a woman bumping coochies with another woman isn't trifling? I don't know. Shout out to my girl Mecca Don in this situation, rocking out with us with the super chat. Nah, modern women just confuse autonomy with power. It's very unfortunate too. Here's why it's so unfortunate. Because it doesn't just affect one thing. It does not affect just one thing. It translates and trickles off down into your life. It becomes, listen, so okay, check this out. Basketball players know who they are, they know what their assignment are, and they know they have been taught what is required to pull it off. So being a basketball player, a lot of the things that are associated with being a basketball player, they have implemented these things in their life. And a person sitting back a week with a basketball player, after a week with them, they will see things and they'll say, no, that's a basketball player. He's going to be getting up training. He's going to be doing exercises. He's probably going to have a gym out back of his house and some court out back of his house. And it's the same with you women. Those of you who take on these strong feminist ideologies and things like that, it gets deeper because in order to stand on it, you have to start doing what feminists do. You have to start talking how feminists talk. You have to start moving how independent women move. And it gets you further and further and further away from your original intended dynamic. It just does. It just does. Hey, listen, check this out. Now we're going to go. Turbulence, people. This is the issue that I have with black people. Devin of Six said, and Obama thought it would be a good idea to make GAY marriage legal. There's a thing about black people to where we think if a person is black that they're for us. So I'm going to put some pressure on that concept right now. We are on 3 platforms live right now on The Real Stacey Prince Show. My question to every single one of you, name me something about being gay that is beneficial to families and communities. Name me something good about being gay that is beneficial to families and communities. I want to see. Name me something good about being gay that is beneficial to the producing of families and communities. Hey, PA Realtor, you're going to have to get up off of, hey, all right now. Nothing? People on YouTube say absolutely nothing. Nada. Nothing. It's unnatural. Okay. Now, if that's the case, why the hell are you guys so stuck on Obama? Now, that's the second question that I want to answer too. If you've just admitted to me something that he pushed heavily is not good for families and communities, why are you supporting him like you still are? Some of you, most of you black people, someone says something about Obama, you get your panties up in a bunch. You don't want to acknowledge what he's peddling is not good for any community. Okay, we're all in agreement then. And this is what I'm telling you guys. You guys received a hella dump. I'll call it a hella dump of backwards programming. And it didn't work for you guys. Women are so amazing and valuable. We don't have to have sex with you. We can lay on the couch with you with no intentions of anything sexual. Lay on the couch, your back to our stomach, and we have our arm around your waist, and just to take our hand and rub it up your stomach. Just be watching a movie, I don't care. Rub it up your stomach. Rub it across your boobs. Rub it across your boobs. Rub it across your boob. I got caught up, didn't I? Listen, I told y'all I was a boob man. Forgive me. One more again. Rub it across your boobs. And kiss the back of your head. It is so valuable. Something that simple is so valuable to us. We will have your back to our chest and start at your top shoulder and just rub all the way down past your pelvic area, rub all the way past your kneecap, and just be rubbing on your ankle, just like because we think it feels good to you. You feel good to us. Even a woman giving advice in her soft, sultry voice, it's powerful. But let's go. Turbulence, people. You have turned into something that we want to have nothing to do with. You have turned into something that is the exact opposite of everything that we desire to caress. You don't believe me? I'll show you where your mentalities went. I could just simply say straight out the blah, 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 blah. But here's where your mentalities went.
Do you believe that trans women are women and that trans men are men?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I do believe that. Yes.
All right. And so are you two, you're straight? Okay. Would you date a trans man?
No.
Why not?
I need you guys to listen for real. I'm going to restart this. I need you guys to listen to, like, man, what goes on inside your guys' heads? This is what happened.
Do you believe that trans women are women and that trans men are men?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I do believe that. Yes.
All right. And so are you two, you're straight?
2 women or 3 women just said that they believe trans men are women and trans women are men. They agreed to that, right? Now watch this.
Okay. Would you date a trans man?
No.
Why not?
But they'll date men, but they won't date a trans man. So you don't fucking believe what you just said, weirdo. Lord Jehovah, please forgive me. That was too far. I'm on a thing, people, to completely eliminate negative language. And in my personal opinion, cursing is negative language. There's so many other things that you can do, or there's so many other words that you can use other than a curse word that will make you seem more intelligent than cursing makes you seem less intelligent. So, hey, my girl Mecca Don said this. Let's talk about it. But we're not going to talk about that today because some of you still do believe in elections. But let's go.
I just feel like that's not my type.
What are they missing if they're men?
I feel like it has to do with like personality wise. I feel like that wouldn't work for me.
Well, we don't know every trans man's personality.
Yeah, but
Maybe they have a great personality, you know?
yeah, I don't know.
What would be missing for you with a trans man if you like men?
You don't believe what you currently believe. And here's why I said it like that. Because we know that these women believe a lot of these things. But according to her now, that information has been brought her way, the things she's been believing, she doesn't believe it. She believes trans men are real men and trans women are real women, right? But she said she won't date a trans man. So you can't believe that he's equal to a real man. This is what happened to you guys.
Something missing that would be pretty important to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. How the hell come y'all didn't remind me that I was drinking scorching hot coffee instead of an ice cold beverage that I thought it was? These taste buds will never be the same. I feel like I just licked the iron. That was so hot, I don't even know what we were just watching. What was I just doing? What were we just watching?
Do you believe that trans women are women and that trans men are men? Personality?
Yeah, but
Maybe they have a great personality, you know?
yeah, I don't know.
What would be missing for you with a trans man if you like men?
Will Fitz said what we had was a failure to communicate.
What
we've got here is failure to communicate.
Shout out to my brother Lee over here supporting the show. The super chat.
Something missing that would be pretty important to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, people. We got to watch this again. I didn't even see the last part. I didn't catch that. A belief that she's probably been carrying for some years just got confounded just like that. I'm going to walk you guys through this. I didn't even see the end of it, but I'm going to show you guys. She hadn't even thought this new belief out long enough to know trans men are men, but they don't have a penis. It took this woman to pull up on you to help you understand that. And this is what happened to you guys.
Do you believe that trans women are women and that trans men are men?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I do believe that.
Yes.
All right. And so are you two, you're straight? Okay. Would you date a trans man?
No.
Why not?
Trans men are real men, but I wouldn't date one, but I only date men. She said trans men in her eyes are real men. She also said she only dates men, but wouldn't date a trans man. It means you don't think he's the same as a man. And we're not even talking about gay and straight. We're talking about what happened to you guys. You were so eager to separate yourselves from men to where you were even willing to go on over here to the American government and latch on to his information that would turn you into hyper consumers and super shoppers. Just so you didn't have to be viewed as under men. And I have a question for everybody. I'm going to pause this just to do this. This show is going different than what I intended. I have a question for everybody on here. I want answers too, because I'm going to read them out loud. Name something that is vital to families and communities, right? That was good about women coming out from under the authority of man. Name me something that was really good about women detaching themselves from men's authority and men, period. Name something good that happened after that. I want to read it. This crusade that you guys have been on to fight for more and more equality to men, name something good and beneficial to families and communities that happened after that. You guys were never supposed to be outside of our covering. Do you know how many bad decisions you would have been saved from had you been in a relationship? That's why you have herpes now. Some of you are right now on your last 2 days worth of pills that they gave you when you caught gonorrhea. You have 2 more days of medication for your gonorrhea treatment. Right now. Had you had a husband, as low down as a lot of women are today, they still would have snuck out. Some would have snuck out and cheated, but it would have reduced the odds of you catching that mucus-like discharge that you have currently permeating out of your vajayjay. Yes, yes, yes. There was nothing good about you coming out from under our leadership. And if there was something good about it, name it. I'll read it. Name it. This is not just my platform. I'm asking you, those of you who say, I don't like what he said, that's fine. I respect that. Tell me something good that happened because of women separating themselves from men. Nothing from nobody? It means we know it was wrong move. We know it was the wrong move. It's something you guys should not have participated in. Polish guy nuts. But let's go.
I just feel like that's not my type.
What are they missing if they're men?
She's grilling her. She said, you said trans men are men, but you won't date one and you only date men? So what are trans men missing if they're not your type?
I feel like it has to do with like personality wise. I feel like that wouldn't work for me.
We don't know every trans man's personality.
Yeah, but
Maybe they have a great
She's shutting her down at every type of excuse she attempts to make.
personality, you know?
yeah, I don't know.
What would be missing for you with a trans man if you like men?
You're really telling me this was your first time thinking this through? This is what I'm telling you happened to you guys. This girl might have had these ideologies about trans people for like 5 years. And it just took a woman to walk up on you and explain to you that if you won't date a trans man and you don't find trans men attractive, you don't believe trans men are men. Well, now that you put it that way, I see what you're saying. So for 5 years, you've been holding on to a stern belief that you had no information to substantiate. It's the majority of you can't substantiate it. You were just told something that you felt like was in direct opposition to men. A lot of you guys are just doing things because it is associated with being in opposition to men. A lot of you will do almost anything to be in opposition to men. They can tell you anything. So your vajayjay shut. But I love sex. I'm talking about I love it. Yeah, but that's just another way that men seek to have their dominance over women. Sew me up. You're nothing without us. We make you as amazing as you are. Because for every amazing thing we see you do, we compliment you. We'll go buy you something to let you know that you did that. And when we're giving you this adoration, it further compels you to continue the behavior. Continue whatever thing that you just did that prompted me to take you shopping. It motivates you to continue that behavior. So you don't even really see any incentives to be behaving like a barbarian. Because what you've been shown through your relationship with your man is that no, when I do things that make him smile, it seems like something always amazing is always waiting in my car. I get an envelope that says some of my student loan was paid off. You have been pit against men unjustifiably. The most powerful men in the world, they could have shut this feminism thing down if they wanted to, but they didn't because it turned you into hyper consumers. Single women spend more in the economy than women who are in a relationship. You don't believe me? Look it up. Look it up. $30 trillion a year is spent annually worldwide. 15 of it is spent in America. Who do you think does the bulk of the spending in America? It's women, but who do you think tops even them? Single women. I'll be honest with you. There's a portion of me that would say I would do what the American government did to you once I found out how susceptible you guys were to influence. But the reason I wouldn't do it is because although it would generate significant sums of money, I wouldn't want to see the fallout that we're seeing in society today behind it. A lot of women aren't good to date anymore. They're unfit mothers. And the feminism movement did that. You guys were tricked into You guys were tricked. It's crazy. There's times when I'm about to say something and it's so impactful that it causes me to stop and reflect. You know how very influential people have bodyguards? And listen, they get like 10,000 pieces of mail every day that says, I'm going to take your life. I'm going to take your life. I've been following you for so long and da-da-da-da-da. Government officials, all kind of people. They're getting these threats, getting these threats. And some of the threats have even been attempted, even while the person had their 3 bodyguards. My question to you is, what the hell would that man look like the very next day? The man who has the bodyguards. What the hell would he look like going and joining an organization against bodyguards? Fucking idiot. You separated yourselves from the men who have been protecting your lives since the beginning of time. Who the hell does that? The overwhelming majority of women who are in relationships are doing better than single women. A woman who has been in a loving marriage or a relationship for 5 years is likely doing better than a woman who has been single for 5 years. Again, very influential and important people who must have bodyguards. What the hell would they look like joining an organization tomorrow that goes against bodyguards? Even donate some money to it. Yes, we need to get rid of bodyguards. Well, who the hell is going to protect him? I'm telling you, this is why we don't understand you. Men have been damn good to women, and I'm not going to allow anybody to say otherwise. I don't give a damn about the men who have taken women's lives. I don't give a damn about the men who... It's called an imperfect world. Children get touched. But answer me this. What usually happens? What happens for the most part? For the most part of life, are men a benefit to women? For the most part. Shout out to my girl Ruth in the booth. You already know what it is. Mechadon in the building. Respectfully, people play too much. I have 2 BAs and a master's. My most valuable degree is, I promise, right now. Before I continued reading, as I was thinking, I'm reading what she said, and in my head, something popped up, and I looked. I haven't seen it yet. I'm pretty sure the next thing that she said what was in my head. Let me see. Respectfully, people play too much. I have 2 BAs and a master's. My most valuable degree is in my, yeah, it is what I was thinking. In my Mrs. degree. It's been holding me down for 26 years. For those of you who don't know what she means when she says in her Mrs. degree, it means she's not unprotected out there in this world. You ladies are unprotected in so many ways. You're unprotected in so many ways, even the information. The mother of my children, even to this day, she'll see a meme or something like that. She'll screenshot it and she'll send it to me. And she'll say, is this real? I say, no, that's not real. Here's why. And I'll send her some information on it. But the fact that she had to send it to me is indicative of she would probably had consumed that information had she not called me or had me to call. And it's what's happening with most of you ladies who don't have a man in your life. Shout out to my brother Biggs. I'm just, where Biggs been at? I know one thing, every time he pop up, he support the show.
Yes, ma'am.
Oop, wrong one. Why does it sound so low over here? Listen, my brother Biggs over here gifting the memberships. And I want to say this to you guys. If you guys want to be a member of this channel and see all of our crazy content, not crazy, our life-changing content, which is about 800 shows, you got to hit the button on the platform that says join. And it's what is it? $2.99 a month? Three questions in the building. I appreciate it. Sadly, it's over, Mr. Prince. These women like it this way. It gives them a sense of control and power. I say get your money, kings, and sell off. Yeah. Yeah. But here's where I'll say it's the same thing. Those of us who choose to only deal with the caliber of women that we deem to be suitable for us, we're going to win anyway. We don't have to be passport bros. We don't have to go anywhere. I'm going to win. Let me see something. What? Okay, I'm tripping. Harambe over here rocking out with us on TikTok. You already know, shout out to Biggs in this situation. I need a couple of my stay ones on YouTube. Come up on. I'm dropping a link down in the panel. I need a couple of my ladies. I need a couple of my ladies to come up. I want to talk. Miss Kylie, come talk to me. I have questions that only a woman can answer. You know, the last comment that got put said it's over, Mr. Prince. That's very unfortunate because do you guys know how amazing we could be together? Do you guys know how amazing we could be if we could get you to listen to us more than you listen to all of the gibberish on social media, which in my opinion, I call it the government. Not only listen to us as we listen to you. Because, see, people, I'm going to say this again. I'll often say it. This is not a red pill channel. This is a relationship and lifestyle channel, right? You will not hear me suggesting that women are not valuable. Like all of that red pill content. You will not hear me suggesting that I don't desire that we be together opposed to apart. It's foolish talk. Anyone who tries to convince you that women are not a benefit, you really need to examine that person. Just scan them. Look at their lifestyle, because that's a foolish statement to make. A man with a good woman by his side can expedite his progress by like 5-10 years. And they'll be helping each other's lives along the way. They'll get through this life thing more efficiently than other people. Huh? Look, you heard what Dante said. We know that what's being said is true. We witnessed it. We see it. He said, we seen how amazing our communities were back in the day when we were together. You did this shit. It's what we've been trying to tell you. All of the hardships that you're going through, it's because you don't have us. There are hardships that we're experiencing due to your separation from us. We're now having to go get women outside of our race. Huh? Hold on now. I know y'all heard me tell y'all give me 2 women up here. Did I drop that link? Did I? I'm over here gone. YouTube, give me 2 ladies up here. Hey, Cuddy said, they call my cousin Cuddy. Cuddy said, entitled people don't care about right and wrong. Everything is me, 1,000 million bagillion %. I will go so far as to say this. That is not 70, not 30. What Cuddy just said is 100% responsible for what we're going through. There's been many a times you guys have seen women come up here and then, I don't mean to say that we prove their information wrong, because that's not what this channel is about. We're not about, gotcha! We're not about that dumb shit. Forgive me, Father. The majority of the women who are giving us problems, we've even shown them up here the right path to go. The girl, Snow something that we had that debate a month ago. I showed her where her information was wrong, and she still continued to push it across the internet like she's a dating coach. That was all about the me. I get gratification from going online and letting people see me talk, even though my information is BS and could hurt some people. Right? If you don't believe me, I can show you better than I could tell you.
Think that we should be able to burn the American flag in the name of free speech?
Yes. I would.
Right, yeah.
I think it's cool.
It's cool?
Yeah.
It's cool? Okay. Do you think we should be able to burn the gay or trans flag in the name?
See, they were first asked, due to freedom of speech, do you think it's okay to burn the American flag? They said yes. Right? But look what happens when they were asked if it's okay to offend something that they cherish.
Name of free speech.
I think that's different.
That's different.
It's like,
how?
Cool.
Think that we should be able to burn the American flag in the name of free speech?
Yes.
I would.
Right, yeah.
I think it's cool.
It's cool?
Yeah.
It's cool? Okay. Do you think we should be able to burn the gay or trans flag in the name of free speech?
I think that's different.
That's different.
It's like,
how?
because like no one is like, this isn't anyone's identity, you know what I mean?
It's my identity. I'm an American. Are you an American?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's part of your identity.
Okay, well, like,
if you
yeah, but,
wanted
like,
to be,
I don't know.
You can't really escape it if you're a citizen here.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
So then burn the gay flag.
Whatever, you can burn
If you
whatever
want.
flag, like.
One thing I'll say I'll appreciate about them is once she made her points, they were like, okay, I see what you're saying.
I don't
know.
really care.
That's how I see it. Is like it's free speech. I mean, if you hate America, burn it. I wouldn't do it because why are you in this country living here if you don't care about this country, you don't respect it? And then some people don't like gay people. They can burn the gay flag, right?
Sure.
It's their prerogative.
people and I'm gay.
Now, the reason that I played this clip right here is because I want you guys to see the degree of indoctrination you've received. You guys are saying things that we can prove wrong. And we don't understand how you believe it. Listen, I promise you, ladies, I want you ladies to understand this. I want you ladies to know that when we experience this behavior from you, that your thoughts are so far away from ours, there's only one thing that happens after that. Bang, 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 daddy, bang, 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 daddy, bang. We just want the draws. We just want the draws. There is nothing else that you can do with us, for us, when you have a certain degree of thinking. It can't help us. Hey, let me see something here. Rocketeer says, hey, I said something to you, woman. Listen, dang it, what was I saying? Okay, that's what Rocketeer said black women outperform black men. Where? I don't understand that. Where? What area? And that's not to put our women down. Because I believe that could be either a black woman or some racist baiting up a black man against black women thing. And see, I want to point something out to you guys. I want you guys to acknowledge what just happened. The same way that I saw that comment, we desire that you guys do that too and say, hold on, could that person without a profile be the enemy trying to get black men and black women to go at it on this very show? You guys don't do that. You just absorb the information, and as long as it sides with women, you champion it. The international quiet storm in this situation rocking out with us. I do believe somewhere around here. Somebody seen my guy down there. Rocketeer said unemployment rate, home ownership. Listen, you're the most undesirable group of women on the entire planet to date. What the hell is the use of having money and people don't like you? And you don't make more money than men. Stop it. But I'm like Mecha Don on that. Not finna. Matter of fact, I don't want nobody to respond to that person until they're willing to come up. And I'll drop a link down here now. Rocketeer, come on up. Come on up. No answer, nothing. There's a link that I just dropped. If you're not willing to come up, we're not even going to interact with you. We know we've seen this before. No, I'll drop another link. Come on. If you really believe what you're saying, come on up. But actually, I'm cool. Listen, here's what I'm saying. Hold on. Let me let a demon loose on y'all. Since you want to talk that talk, let me let a demon loose on you. ZF. ZF, I know you ain't switched to that Obama plan phone. Oh, you know what? That's crazy. The whole time the volume been all the way down on that phone.
You trying to blame it on me. All right, which my fault. All right, here we go.
Hey, the person that said that, ZF, listen, the person that said that was Rocketeer.
Okay, that's a stupid name, but all right. So wait, I know for a fact.
ZF, hold on, bro. Something's wrong. Hold on, ZF. Something's wrong. ZF, can you hear?
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
You can't hear me?
Hold on. Give me a second, ZF. Hey, people. Well, nobody's been up, so they won't know. Well, I guess it don't matter if nobody's been up. Go ahead, ZF. They can hear you now.
Okay, so look, first of all, interrupting my Dodgers with this wild comment is crazy.
For those of you who don't know, he's talking about the person that said that black women are outperforming black men.
Okay, so I know.
Buying houses, getting jobs. That's what they said. Go ahead, ZF.
Okay, so I know for a fact, for an absolute fact, that somebody didn't jump on Prince Rogers Nelson's internet and say that the most foreclosed on group of homeowners is beating black men in home ownership when they make less money. I know this didn't happen.
Hold on. This is the perfect time for this.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
And see, ZF, that's what we're talking about today. Listen, look at my girl be snapping. Megadon said, I see dead people. Bro, people don't even know how profound her statement was. This is what we're dealing with. We are dealing with, ZF, did you hear the last video I played, brother?
Oh, yeah, that was comedy.
She said, do you believe that? Go ahead.
I'm stuck on this talking point, right? Because
hey, ZF, hold it down for a minute, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna explain to y'all why more black women own homes than men. Because men buy houses for families. If a man doesn't have a family, he's gonna rent an apartment. Why? First of all, owning a house is a fucking headache. No, because I own one. Right? If something breaks in my house, I gotta fix it. But if I have an apartment and something breaks, all I gotta do is call maintenance. I ain't gotta fix nothing.
Hold on, ZF. I'm gonna unplug you. I'm gonna unplug you real quick. Give me a second. He said, if something breaks in my house, I gotta fix it. And if what?
If something breaks in my house, I gotta fix it. If something breaks in my apartment, all I gotta do is call maintenance. Right? Because men buy houses when they have a family.
Yep.
Why the fuck would I go through all that bullshit of owning a house, paying a mortgage, paying property taxes, paying homeowner's insurance, cutting my grass, having to fix stuff when it goes wrong? when it breaks? Why would I go through all of that and not have a family? When I could take all of that stress off myself and just go to work and pay my bills.
Hey, listen, ZF, before you was even done talking, listen. Man right here said, we're also not going to go into a 30-year loan without a family, especially if it's not. But that was just me validating what you said. He said the same thing that you said.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what mortgage translates to from Latin? Do you, Stacey?
No, I don't.
It translates to English as death debt. Why the fuck would I sign up for that?
Bro, I bet you, hey. Sometimes I forget I'm online. Carly, you're on the air. Carly, you're on the air. What's going on? Tell me how your night's going. No, we can't hear. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you. Hey, y'all got to stop calling in talking about what's the topic. What's the point in calling in?
Right. If you don't know what the topic is, why even just sit in the comments for a hot second and find out.
Listen, the topic of today's show is we're talking about nothing but men loving other men, and those are the only calls that we're accepting is other men who love it. See what I'm saying? That's why it's important to know what we're talking about.
Damn it, Stacey. Oh, and the other thing,
He said, what we talking about?
Stacey, you don't cuss that much, honestly.
Nah, I do too, bro. Plus, there's a couple times I use the F-bomb. I don't like that.
No, you cuss, but you don't curse. The only real curse. Like you drop an F-bomb. You drop an F-bomb. That's cussing. If you curse someone, that's like, may you be mounted by a rabbit.
Right. I agree. Yeah, I do know the distinguishing factors between that two. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hold on, ZF.
All those cuss words.
What's going on, good brother? I'm good. Tell me how your night's going. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Let me try to get you over here by the mic. Give me a second. He said he's got pushed back. We love that over here. Oh, hold on. ZF, what were you saying, ZF? Okay, well, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, so I have pushback. I think like black women are outperforming black men in majority of metrics.
Okay.
Unemployment rate, historically, home ownership, incarceration rates, obviously.
You haven't been listening to the show, have you?
No, I've heard you guys say things.
What's the purpose? Listen, what's the purpose of leading in home ownership if you also lead in evictions and foreclosures?
Well, that's sort of how that works. If you buy more homes, you're gonna have more foreclosures.
Historic rates.
Yeah, historically.
Do you know that African American women just lost 600,000 jobs?
Yeah, and do you know that black women have had lower unemployment rates for the past 40 years?
So we're gonna do it like this then. Can you hear me?
Okay.
And yet men still make more money. Black men still make more money. So what are you talking about?
Oh, he can't hear ZF. Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear ZF. I'd love to hear ZF.
ZF, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. What was your rebuttal?
Okay, and even with all that, black men still make more money.
No, I would like you to challenge that and look at single black men versus single black women in metropolitan cities.
Hold on. What do you think is one of the leading indicators of poverty? let me say that correctly. What do you think? What do you think increases the likelihood of poverty?
Single parenthood.
Who do you think leads in that?
That's single parents. So that's single women and single men.
What percentage of men do you think are single parents in America?
Probably 15 to 20%.
You think it's that high?
That's not rough.
Okay, that's fine. I'll give you that. That's fine. I'll give you that. Let's say 15%.
Okay.
Close to 70% of African American women have multiple children by multiple men.
Not true. You can't cite a source for it.
Go ahead, ZF, while I pull this up.
Yeah, let's do this. But wait. Hold on, ZF.
Black men make more money, carry less debt, and have less kids. So
ZF, I can't hear you. ZF, sorry.
Hey, hold on. Hey, there's too much going on now. What's going on?
So black men make more money.
Hold on, ZF, he's saying he can't hear you, man. I don't know what.
I can sort of hear him.
Hold on, just give me a second. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me think. Give me 1 second. Let me think. Y'all gonna probably have to do it like this. It's not. But ZF, hold on. Hold on, ZF. Hold on, ZF. Would you say ZF?
I'll just switch over to YouTube.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, give me a minute. I'll be over there.
But you can go ahead.
I was waiting for you to pull up that.
I can't even really get to it.
Yeah. But yeah, you said that 70% of black women.
I said close to 70%.
That's perfectly fine. And I'd love to see you substantiate that. Because I don't think it's anywhere near that.
That's fine. Hold on, you said you don't think?
No, I'm positive. I have the data.
Well, give it to it. Well, why are you? I'm in the middle of a show and you're asking me to reach over all it. If you already have the information, why don't you just give that to us?
Well, I can, but you made a claim, so you have to substantiate it.
Brother, I'm doing a show. Listen, let me ask you something. Because it's happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine what my shows would be like if every stat I pushed out, somebody said substantiate that and I had to look it up? Could you imagine what type of show that would be? And I also want something else. Name me any other show that does do that. I got to reach over 2 phones and a microphone right now just to type. Give me a second.
No, take your time.
I don't even know where the YouTube is. Where's the YouTube? Okay, there he is. All right, DF, are you on?
Hey, what's up?
All right, go ahead, do your thing. Let me. God, no, I don't even know how I'm. Oh, y'all can go ahead. Both of y'all are on. Let me see if I can.
ZF, I was saying, if you wanted to.
Hold on, man. I can't. Hold on. ZF might not be able to hear you. I gotta move this microphone, man. ZF, can you hear him now?
Yeah, I can always hear you.
All right.
Okay. ZF, if you wanted to look up single black women versus single black men in metropolitan cities, single black women out-earn them.
No, they don't. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Look it up.
Yeah, Bureau of Labor Statistics doesn't control for single. It controls for married.
They don't control anything. They just report.
Exactly. That's why I said they weren't controlling for status. If you look up single, you will see that single black women outperform single black men financially in metropolitan cities. Look it up.
Metropolitan cities. That's not the whole country. You got to include everybody, bro.
Yeah, and you need to not pit married black women and single black men because married black women make less.
Black women, black men. That's across the board. I'm including everybody. You're picking and choosing single women in big metropolitan areas. I'm including everybody. You're the one that's actually trying to control shit and control for this and that. I'm including everybody.
Yeah, but you have to understand.
You're singling out a demographic that supports your point instead of including everybody.
Yeah, but everybody is what supports your point because there's a thing called the marriage imbalance where black women do 70% of the cooking, the cleaning, the child rearing. so black women have to work less hours while black men can make more. There's a reason that a married black man makes more than a single black man.
Okay, so the University of Michigan did a study that found that having children by different fathers was more common amongst minority women, with 59% in the African American, 35% Hispanic, and 20. What do you say about that?
You said 70.
I said close to 70. You don't think 59 is close to 70?
No.
It's 10 away.
Okay, several things. It's not close. That's number one. Number two, census data confirms it's more closer to 30%.
I can barely hear you. What did he just say?
He's rambling. See, he's one of those dudes that picks and chooses demographics to support, like pieces of demographics to support his argument instead of including everybody. Like if I said, which is by the way, what I'm about to say is true, that 46% of black men have kids and 54 don't. He'd pull out, well, 80% of black men age 40 to 49 have kids. Well, so what? That isn't. You're still skipping 3 decades of black men. You are picking and choosing to the demographic that supports your argument instead of including everybody, because if you include everybody, your point is incorrect.
Listen, this is multiple studies that is sticking with 59%. Hold on, you hold on. This is my show now. Listen, my question to you is this. Are you sticking with the concept that 59 is nowhere close to 70?
Correct. 59 is nowhere close to 70. Correct. And your study is not as certified as the census. The census quotes it closer to 25 to 30%.
How? Okay, so where's the background of the study? What were the what's it called? The elements of the study that you're researching?
The parameters. It was roughly a 252,000. What you're referring to is the 1979 study that was looking at women that were born.
Man, I don't know why I can barely hear him. Can you guys hear him?
I can hear him, but he's pointing out incorrect studies, because that 1979 study has been outdated, and they redo that study roughly every 7 or 8 years.
I can't even use my phone.
You just said that 46% of black men have children, and you just
I said 46% of black men overall, age 15 to 49, have kids.
Hold on, ZF, I got a question. Caller.
Yes.
What ethnic grouping are you from?
I'm black.
You said you black?
Correct.
Are you being honest?
Yes.
All right.
I don't doubt him. I honestly don't. But yeah, that's what I said. 46% of black males age 15 to 49 have kids.
He got a rebuttal.
Yeah. And ZF, you can look up because you just cherry picked the data that you just gave me.
Hey, listen. The people saying that they straining to hear him, so it's gonna come through bad on the replay. Listen, I need you to probably call again or something. ZF, can you hear him?
Have him. Yeah, I can hear him barely. But
hold on. Why don't you just come up on the show? How about that?
Right. I was gonna say, tell him come up on YouTube.
I'm at work. I can't put my camera on.
Okay, so turn your camera. Okay, so go to TikTok and keep your camera off. I don't give a shit. I'll go over to TikTok with you.
No, you can come up here and keep your camera off. You can come up to YouTube and keep it.
What's easiest for you, Stacey?
Just come up on YouTube. You don't have to turn your camera on. We'll still be.
Okay, I'll be there. Give me a minute.
All right. Yeah, make it a heck of a lot easier on me. Y'all got me reaching over stuff. Okay, man. Hold on, give me a second, ZF. Let me drop. He don't even know that I have to drop a link. Oh, ZF, I need you to. Yeah, they said they can't hear him. Man right here said, I don't believe he is. I don't either. That's why I asked. Because I don't know if somebody like him. I don't know, because
I'll take him out.
We spoke on it earlier
him.
of certain people trying to cause division.
Yeah, I'll take him at his word. But see, when I'm including everybody in the stats. He's cherry picking a certain part of the demographic to support what he's saying and leaving out the ones
Man,
that don't.
close to
It's easy.
80% of the children in the black community are raised without their father, man. And most of
Well,
our
I'm
women
saying
have
it's
multiple
easy.
children by multiple men.
See, right, but that's the problem with stats, right? Because you can dissect them to support your argument, but if you include if you include the whole, right, and find out what's generally true, then that's when you make your argument. He's talking about single women in metropolitan areas.
Hey,
Okay,
Bird G, I
well,
don't
what
think so
about?
either, Bird G. Oh, they said he.
But what about the women who live outside of metropolitan areas? What about the women who aren't single? See what I'm saying? That's wild. You can't include you can't like only include the group that supports what you're saying.
I thought he was coming.
If that's the case, I could say no black men go to prison if I don't include the black men that go to fucking prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's basically what he's doing.
Oh, I'm finna pin him down.
Like I could, if I don't include the black men that go to prison, that I could literally say no black men go to prison. But that's not the truth.
Oh, hold on, ZF. Hold on, ZF. If he's going the route that I think he's going, he's right. I don't know. I don't want to say it because he'll try to use it. But you do know that around close to 50% of the women, this is new study. It's going off of something that has caused something for years. Now they're saying around 40% of the women in America are about to be single and childless. I don't know if he's going that route or whatever. Because it's also accounting for the children. Listen. It's almost accounting for the children who are also, she's got the children, but they've moved out. So if he's going that route, there could be some legitimacy to it. But we're not going there. I'm talking about how many they had out of their vagina. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. But still, okay, that's a cool point too. But you're still only including part of the demographic that supports your argument, right? And that's the problem. That's the problem with stats, because you can pinpoint certain demographics within demographics and say, oh, well, what about this? Okay, well, what about the rest? They're still black women, right? They're still those are still black men, right? So, I mean, honestly, I can say that all black men can read at a proficient level if I include if I don't include the illiterate ones.
Hey, tell TikTok. Hey, somebody tell TikTok, man. See, this dude messing my whole show. Somebody tell TikTok. I'm charging the phone up right now.
What, he went over to TikTok?
No, my phone died.
Oh.
Somebody tell TikTok.
But yeah.
They said, cam up, Carlton.
Damn it. I'm saying I could literally say every black man in the United States knows how to read at a proficient level if I don't include the illiterate ones.
Mm-hmm. He just tried to come up and let me see what happened there.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, what's your name? What you going by?
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, this is me. I'm back.
Tell us what you're going by.
T.
All right.
Okay. So like I was saying, ZF, can you guys hear me? Are we good?
I can hear you. Let's go.
T.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm hearing a lag on your end, Stacy. Or maybe it's on mine. Let me double check.
I can hear you. Let's go.
We can all hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. There's a lag on my end. Okay. So ZF, you said that 46% of black men have children. You just cherry pick that. That's 15 to 49, ages 15 to 49. 60% of black men have children. The majority
15 to
have
49, 15 to 49 is the generally accepted childbearing years. That's over
and that's
3
a cherry
decades worth
pick
of black
number.
men. No,
I
it's
don't
not.
know, man.
That's
I
the
can't
number
seem to.
that's literally the number they report.
I can't
That's
see.
literally the
Listen,
number
I
they
can't get
report.
around it. All of the research that I'm seeing, it's saying. Even ChatGPT said the same thing. All of. Listen, these are
ChatGPT
from.
wait,
Listen, these are from
Stacey,
Michigan, University of Michigan. It's just too many. All of them are saying it.
wait, Stacey. ChatGPT is telling you what?
No, I'm just saying ChatGPT is confirming what I said to you earlier about the Michigan study.
Yeah. Well, the Michigan study is one study that said 59%, which is not 70.
It wasn't
but
just
we
the
don't need
Michigan
to.
study. Okay, so let me ask you, where are you getting your information from?
The census.
What census? Oh, you talking about the Census Bureau?
Yes, the U.S.
Labor and
Census.
Statistics?
Yes. Yes.
Hit us with that
Confirmed.
link. Give me that so I can pull that up.
Where would I be able to send you the link?
You can drop it right down there in the chat.
Okay. I'm not sure if it'll work, but we'll give it a try.
Jeez, man.
1 second here.
T,
Yeah.
we got a question on deck. You married?
Okay. I'm not.
Why not?
Just sort of chasing my purpose.
Which is?
Just financially.
I understand that, but I mean, what avenue are you using? What vehicle are you using?
I'm in sales. It's a pretty demanding job, but I don't have time to pursue a relationship right now.
Oh, I don't. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? I got onions.
Oh, this is good enough. Let me see if this works here. Okay. Okay. Stacy, I just put it in the YouTube chat. I'm not sure if it'll come through for you.
Doesn't look like it will. I don't know why though.
YouTube's funny about putting outside
I
links.
could go. You about right. You probably right on that because Facebook is that way too.
Right. Right. You have an email address that's public
Yeah, the real Stacy Prince.
at Gmail.
Yeah, my fault. Now I'm tripping. I got 3 different things going on.
Okay, so T, one, I did not cherry pick the stat. That is the stat that's reported because that is the generally accepted childbearing
Hey,
years
ZF,
of men.
I gotta do something real quick. Hold
Right?
it down for me, bro.
Okay. They also reported for the same age group for black women. That's why, and so that's why I use that. I didn't cherry pick anything. That's the way they directly report it. Then they break it down by certain age groups. The last age group being 40 to 49, of which 80% of black men have kids. But you can't just literally skip 3 decades of black men and say 80% of black men have kids.
I agree. That's why I said 60%. And if you look up what is the total number of the total percentage of black men that actively are fathers, it'll say 60%, not 46. This is a Kevin Samuels lie where he was always saying that 51% of black men are
No,
childless.
that wasn't a lie either because he's citing the same age group that the government does, which is what they consider childbearing years for black men, for men in general, not just black men.
So then
Because after 50, because after 50, it becomes increasingly difficult for men to produce healthy children.
Yeah, I'm aware, but then to be accurate, then we should say that 46% of black men in childbearing years. It's not black men because you said black men, and if you look up black men, you'll see it says 60%.
So where does the other 14% come from? What age group?
It's probably
Because
the
it either has to
totality.
be under 15 or over 40 or 50 and over.
It's probably
Hey,
just in the
people, is the
totality.
video
I can send you the
lagging?
report.
Let me know. Hey, if you guys see anything wrong with the video or the audio, say something down in the chat, because I don't want you guys to just be listening to us and things are going bad. Let me know if the audio is bad or the video is bad. All right, go ahead.
I can send you the report. But the thing is too, is I think this point that we're on here, this also goes back to what I think is another one of Stacey's lies when he says that 20% of black men are having 80% of children. Because by your math,
Okay, so where's the lie in that? Where's the lie in that?
okay, let's do the math here. And I'm gonna grant you your 46%. If I grant you your 46%, if Stacey's number is accurate, that 20% of black men are having 80% of children, then that means that 20% of black men are having the other 20% of children, right? So that would mean that
No,
40%.
that would be 26. 26%.
26. No. Okay, maybe I'm saying it wrong. Let me start over here.
If you have 46, and take away 20, that leaves 26. I'm really starting to question your information because that is very basic math.
No, okay, but maybe I misspoke here. Stacey says 20% of men are having 80% of children, right? So that means that we have left over 20% of children, right? 26%
No,
of men can't.
because you granted me 46, which means there's a difference of 26. Like, this is simple math, sir.
Correct. So there's a difference of 26. 26% of men can't have 20% of children. Only 20% of men can have 20% of children. Right? Now I'm starting to question you. See the error?
Okay, Stacey, okay, so check this out.
Got him.
You literally can have that. And actually 20% is being generous. It's actually lower than that. But you can have that depending on who has how many kids. You're
No,
under
but
the
that
assumption that there's one kid for one man. You know
But
that's
that-
not true.
But that's being the most charitable to your argument, because if not, that would mean that roughly 40%
No, it's
of
not. It's actually very disingenuous all the way around, because we know that the lower functioning lower functioning percentage of men are having the most fucking kids. And that goes for
Zef.
anyone.
Hold on, Zef.
You could
Hey,
never
T,
cite
let me
a
ask you. Hold on, T. Let me ask you something. Do you agree
Mhm.
that the lower functioning men are the ones who are getting all of the SEX in America?
They are getting more, yes.
And listen, I want to say this to everybody. This is what happened on Fatty's panel. I don't listen. If I say all, I'm thinking that we know for a fact that I don't mean even
Okay,
Obama.
I'm sorry, Stacey.
And we're just talking.
Hey, Stacey, I saw the Fatties panel, and I do think like they went after you, and I do think there was just overly semantic. I saw that. I thought you were clear in the example with your wife in the situation. I think that was disingenuous. I will 100% grant you that. You were clear when you said, hey, I was with my wife for 29 years. Something happened 15 years in. You clearly said that, and then they just railroaded you. So I'll grant you that. And if you
Good. No,
think
I'm
that
just
doing
saying
that,
anybody, anytime we talk, now as long as common sense wise, I can kind of see where you're going. We don't have to get, you know what I mean? I don't, because even with
Right.
the studies, that 20% is between 16 and 20%. So it's just a ball. Even me and yours too. Listen, will you agree to this? That none of our stats are accurate.
And this is the thing that I'll commit
Hold
to.
on now. Do you agree that
yeah.
none of our stats are really accurate? It just
I think
ballparks us, gets us somewhere close to
Correct.
Okay.
It's just yes, they'll be flawed. But my gripes with you guys is when the stats are completely off. Like 20% of black men having 80% of children. That's completely off.
No,
There's
so you're
no
saying,
way-
hold on. But listen, I need us to get, we shouldn't even go any further past this one place. We have to get established first. I don't know why you're saying that, like, I want to see if you're going to say it again. 59% is not close to 70?
This is, and maybe this is the subjectivity of my opinion, is no, 59 is not close to 70. No.
It's
If
60
you
close.
were-
Okay, hold on.
Stacey.
It's 60 close to 70.
60's closer to 70. Or Stacey, you tell me this, and this will decide it. If you were going to buy a new car and the dealer promised you they would give you 70% off of the extended warranty. And you go in, you say deal, and you start signing the paperwork, and it's not 70% off. They give you 59% off. And he says, hey, I got you close. 59 is close to 70. Do you still sign the paperwork? And you say,
I've done it.
Okay, then I grant you that. Then I'll grant that to you.
So hold on, hold on. I want to know why that, and I'm not being disrespectful. I'm saying I want to know why that wasn't nature to you. That 60 is close to 70.
No, because that is a significant gap. That's the difference. You got to think that's the difference.
You just admitted that our stats aren't accurate, so we're all doing the same thing.
Oh well, yes, I'm admitting that our stats are not going to be perfect. But what I'm saying is, if these stats have a huge divide, like what I believe to be a complete, utter lie, 20% of black men having 80% of children, that is an utter lie. It's nowhere near that. And there's no way you guys can
Okay, T. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, right?
Hey, hold on. We got to do this show back. Hold on. Listen, we're gonna have to restructure this show because I agree with what Mecca Don said. That's what happened on Fatty and them. So I don't like semantics. Let's be adults. And I'm not saying anyone hasn't. I'm just throwing it out there for the future. Let's be adults. And if you kind of know that you know the angle a person's coming from, don't make him. Well, but you didn't put the apostrophe S on the end. I don't want none of that.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not about that. Stacey.
I'm talking about anybody.
But can I
I'm talking about anybody.
Right.
And Stacey, I agree.
So can I ask you a few questions, Steve?
Of course.
Okay. So you said you're not married, right? If I heard you correctly. Do you have children?
I do not.
Okay. So you're unmarried with no children. You're gainfully employed. You said you're in sales, and you're not quite where you want to be, right?
Correct.
Do you really think you're that special that the majority of black men don't fit that?
Do I think that the majority of black men don't fit? What do you mean by that? Like being just
because if
yes.
I'm saying do you think you're an outlier?
Yes, I do. 100%.
Okay, so let's take your friend group then. How many of your friends are married?
3, 4 out of 10.
Okay,
roughly,
bet.
30, 40.
Out of 10, so 30% of your friend group is married. All right, what percentage of your friend group has kids?
About 80%.
80% of your friend group has kids?
Correct.
And only 30% are married? Bro,
correct.
I'm not even gonna front. You need a new friend group because your friend group. Wait, and no, I'm not even clowning. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
I agree with you.
I'm just saying your friend group seems to be headed in a different direction than you are.
Hey, ZF, man, I'm gonna need you to hold this down for a couple minutes, all right?
Yeah.
All right. And don't think I wasn't trying to clown you, sir. I don't know you like that. You know,
no, I think he probably agrees with that. Like anybody who has a ratio like that.
I don't dispute that, but we all know that that's anecdotal and that's not reflective of.
No, right,
yeah,
right.
I agree. That's fine.
Okay. So.
Hey, hold on, ZF, real quick. T, I need you to do me a favor, T, real quick, and you only have to do it for a second. Can you flip your camera on for like a millisecond?
Let me see here. Hold on. It's got to be a millisecond.
That's all. It's all good.
Hold on. Let me get situated here. If I can.
You could just put your hand on the camera. You know, I want to make sure I know who I'm having a conversation with.
Okay. There you go.
And you said you black?
Yeah, that arm looked kind of dark.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay,
Thank you,
okay.
Right. Stacey, I'm 2 hours north of you. I'm sort of familiar with LA.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so check this out, T. Right. So the numbers I quoted were directly from the U.S. government and the census and various studies. Sure. Your numbers are 14% off of mine, but
correct.
But Stacey quoted a number that's 10 off, and you say that's an unacceptable gap, which I understand actually, because usually the accepted gap is somewhere around 5.
Correct. Maybe even less
So
than that
I
in
I
marginal
get
gain.
I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. Don't get me wrong. But I'm quoting stats and the government directly,
Hmm.
and what you say is 14% off,
Correct.
right?
Well,
But
no.
when
Yes.
Stacy's 10% off, you have a problem with it because it goes the other direction. That's what I'm seeing.
Yes, I think that. That's me being charitable to Stacy. I think the number is higher than that, and I have data that confirms that it's higher than that. The gap is higher than that, and to Stacy's data, I don't think is accurate because there's a difference here where when they were because it's called multi-partner fertility. What Stacy's referring to
Right.
is that if two is what percent there's a difference between saying, and now sorry Stacey if this is semantic, there's a difference between percentage of black women who have multiple baby daddies versus percentage of black women who have two children and multiple baby daddies.
Listen,
So
I'm
now if you
reading
say
what you're talking about, and it has two different
Okay,
spectrums.
that's a little
right,
semantic, T. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
That's a
Listen,
I'm
little
just being
semantic.
clear.
what you're
Okay,
saying, they have that
okay,
in the studies that I'm reading right now. They have that part too, but there's
right.
listen, the wording
Mhm.
on this study right here, the wording says multiple children by multiple different men. I can read it to
Correct,
you right here, man.
correct. No, correct.
Oh, hey, how come y'all didn't remind me about TikTok? I guess they kicked it off now. It's all good.
Well, I'm over here, so I can't see
It
TikTok.
came back.
Yeah,
It came back, and it
but
let me. But it's all good. I'll
but
just.
but
Okay.
still, my main point of contention, or one of my main points of contention, because I have a couple, is that
You're gonna have to
is
spit them
saying that
out though, because I got a hot date now. I got a hot date.
right. Okay. Well, here, let me pull it. I have some notes. So I'll spit them out to you. I would like us to have a conversation about how you continually claim that black men are the most desirable. I think that's false.
Hold on. Well, let's stop right
Well, it's
there.
not. I think.
Hold on. Before I get in here and get to cooking, literally cooking
Okay.
salmon. Let's talk
Right.
about it. How is it false?
There is no data that confirms it.
It's the studies that suggest. So listen. Watch this. I'm going to make you say it out of your mouth. What group of
Okay.
men are the most desirable amongst all women?
White men.
Okay. Why did it suggest that white men were?
Why did it suggest that? This was on an OK Cupid
No,
study
that's
from
not what I'm talking about.
2000.
I'm talking about multiple studies. They all associate the reason with one thing. And what is it? Come on now. You
As
can
to
do
why.
this.
Wait. Your question is why did those studies
Why do you
confirm?
think that most women
Oh,
find white men desirable? It's a component that's associated with them that is found in the studies. It is a very important component. Now, what is it?
yeah, whiteness, status. I mean,
It's
take
their
your pick.
finances, brother. It's their socioeconomic status.
Sure,
Now,
100%.
now
Right?
here's why
Uh-huh.
I can't. Of course, whenever I say that, I can't. You've heard me say it, I can't say African American men are the most desirable group of men on the planet, except for it'd be too long for me to say except for white men. They say white men is, but here's the reason. I don't do that. But in an instance like this, I'll give it to you. They say white men's socioeconomic status, but what we know is a poor black man can rival even a rich black man in desirability when he doesn't even have any money. Do you disagree with that?
Stacey, I can send you a study that
I
that
said, do
did
you
a study.
it's like, do you agree
I
with that? Do
disagree.
you listen? Hold on. Let me say it better.
I
Let me say it
disagree.
better.
Yes,
You
I
have
disagree.
you have a 29-year-old white man, right? Handsome white man right here. You have a
Mm-hmm.
29-year-old handsome black man right here. Who typically does
Mm-hmm.
better amongst their variety of women sexually?
The white man will do better because he is more accepted by more ethnic groups.
He's
Asian
not. His
women,
finances is more accepted. African American men can date across every color spectrum. White men can't. Black. Listen, you know how we can prove that? Black women don't want white men. What the hell are you talking
That's
about?
and the only group that chooses black men first is black women.
But every other group chooses us.
No,
Hold on. Let me do this. I just named a demographic of women to you who are unattracted to white men. You can't name a demographic of women who are unattracted to black men.
Asian women, white
Are
women.
you out of your damn mind? Okay, so just hold on. I'll pull this up. Well, you'll say that's isolated.
Okay.
They've done street. Hey, hold on. They've done
So
street. They've done street
my question
interviews
then
on
is,
that. I'm going to pull it up.
Go ahead, Zia.
so my question then is, what other ethnic group of men, what other group of race of men have an upwardly trending rate of interracial marriage?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that.
There isn't one, because black men are the only one that have an upward trending group rate of interracial marriage. Pre-pandemic, it was 15%. It is currently it's currently right around 20% and projected to be 25% by 2030.
Hell is it at?
And now are those same men, are they more likely to stay married to those women or divorce?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about desirability.
You can't
For us to be talking about desirability, all I have to do is bang you.
Wait, now, okay. Now you tell me, Stacey, if you feel like this is semantics. If I tell you that I have the most desirable product, but it gets the return the most, is it the most desirable?
No, you can't do that. The reason that black men aren't marrying like that is because they are the most desired. It makes it very. Hold on. The reason that black men aren't married is because they have so many options. It makes it hard for one to lock them down. They're not. Here, listen, black men aren't not marrying them because they can't marry them. If I can put my mushroom tip in your mouth or in your buttocks, I can probably get you to marry me.
Stacey, that's not my point of contention. I said that they're getting divorced.
That who's getting? Hold on. Okay, well, go ahead. I want you to say it fluently. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Hold on, ZF. Hold on.
Well,
I'm saying that black men who marry outside have a higher divorce rate. So for
what
me,
does that have to do with desirability?
Okay, but
according to which study? Because the last study done on that was over 20 years ago.
Listen, but what does that? Listen, how long? Listen, let me ask you this: as far as desirability, tell me, because I might be wrong. Isn't the only thing that matters is that I can secure her attention?
If that's how you define it,
okay. Well, no. If that's not the right defining, you give it to us.
Okay,
give us a better one.
This is my analogy, and if you reject it, I'll live with it. I think it would be disingenuous for me to say I have the most desirable sponge on Amazon, but it has the highest return.
You can't do that with people. Black men are touching listen, white people are committing violence because I'm gonna find it. Hey, TikTok.
Okay,
I gotta shut this down, TikTok. I gotta pull something off this phone.
Yes.
Okay, so T, what year was this study done? Because the last one I know of was done over 20 years ago.
Divorce rate?
Interracial divorce rates.
Let me look.
The last one I know of was done 20 years ago. Well, you're quoting numbers you don't know off the top of your head?
No, I do not know all these numbers off the top of my head. Clearly, like you guys don't.
How can you claim that black men are divorced more and don't know it off the top and don't know the study or off the top of your head? You can claim that off the top of your head, but not the study or the year was done.
And let me ask you this. And listen. Let me. I want to go somewhere with this really quick. I'm going to let you merge right back in. T. Do not forget your thoughts. ZF, you neither. T. What is the white divorce rate?
Let me look.
No, I'm not asking you to look. I want to know how you have all of this information on blacks but none on whites. It's like you went to your laptop and you didn't go to do research, because I just do research and I read and things like that. It's like you got on your laptop and said, blacks. You're up here and you're making accusations that when ZF asked you about the divorce rate, you couldn't provide the information. So that means your whole mindset is just that of, let me prove the stuff about blacks wrong. And usually how you prove that stuff wrong is having information on the opposite, right?
And what happened was I listened to your stream and I was like, oh, this guy's saying a lot of wrong stuff. And
okay, now that's fine. That's fine. And so that means if you listened to my stream and said, I have qualms with that, then I would have thought that if on a premeditated level, you had already prepared yourself, like, I'm going to confront him next time I'm on his thing. Respectfully, I'm going to confront him next time.
Which is why
Hold on. If you said to yourself, I'm going to challenge him the next time I see his thing, I would think that if you had already had that in your mind, that you would come with the information. But when ZF asked you about the stats, you was like, I don't know.
Okay, but this is the thing is, like I told you, I have notes. And
Well,
ZF asked
I
me-
just asked you what rate that white men are divorcing.
Okay, just because something
Your notes are for what you want to bring up.
That's what I'm getting at right there. That's what I'm getting at.
Exactly. So that's me controlling my.
But you don't. What you don't have is the information to support your claim. You know what I'm saying? Because we took you off of something that you researched, right? We took you off
Because
of
it's
something that wasn't
irrelevant.
in your notes,
Because it's
and
irrelevant.
now wait.
It had nothing to do with my claim. It had nothing to do with my claim.
But listen to what I'm saying. Hold on. We took the conversation moved to something that wasn't in your notes, and then you made a claim you couldn't back up because you don't know the numbers. Or see, you don't even know where to directly go get it. You're gonna go Google it or deep seek it or chat GPT it, but you don't really know where to go get the information you're fishing right now.
I made a claim that Mercedes makes the best cars, and then you guys.
Hey, brother, you got to stop with these analogies with the. You got listen. The analogies with the the analogies with these products. It's not merging in well, man. With what we're talking about.
Because you guys.
You made a claim that black men are divorced, that interracially married black men are divorced more, and don't know where to find the information to back it up because you just said some shit you just said something off the cuff, and now when asked to prove it, you don't actually know where to go because you said some shit that you don't even actually know is true.
Hey, I want to say this though, T. Listen, and I know I can speak for ZF too.
Okay.
Do you know how much we wish your information was right? Do you have any clue? Watch, I haven't even asked him. ZF.
What's up, Mr. Prince?
Do you wish that your honestly at heart, do you wish that his information was true? That it's not as bad as we think?
I really do.
See, we don't have. See, we're not coming up here with some agendas like, no, there's not. I wish your information was legit. You know why? Because my community would be doing better. And to back up all of this, on a scale of 1 to 10, and I want to ask you this, T. On a scale of 1 to 10, how poorly is the black community performing?
Probably 10 being the worst.
Yes.
6.5, 7.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10,
what do you think?
It's really close to. They have been ranked on multiple surveys. Where would you rank African American women's performance in today's society? The bulk, and of course, we know that there's 6 who don't. I'm talking about in general.
Right. I would rank African American women probably at about a 5. I think they're outperforming black men in a majority of metrics.
Okay, so my question is this.
It's over, ZF. That's
okay.
Over. That's over with.
All right.
When I see myself getting angry, man.
Okay, I was actually enjoying the conversation.
He said black women are performing at a 5.
Right, but see, he's not unintelligent. He's uninformed. That's all.
He said black women are only.
He speaks well. Well, I'm saying he's not unintelligent. He's uninformed.
No, he's not even a disrespectful person. He's not even a disrespectful person. But he had an agenda.
Not at all.
When you have an agenda,
he did.
It will force you to be tunnel visioned on the stats that you looked up. You know how we know? Because when we got him off of his stats, he couldn't stand on his own too.
Right. And see, the reason I know all this shit off the top of my head is because I actually researched all of it.
I'm going to go ahead and do it just for GP. People on these platforms, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 meaning very bad, how poorly would you say African Americans' behavior is today? Even in the eyes of society. I just want, because if you guys say 5, I guess I'll start reconsidering. On a scale of 1 to 10, how poorly do you believe African American women's behavior is today? He said,
first of all, I don't even care what society says. if you objectively look at the numbers, right?
Hey, I'm gonna bring him back
If
up,
you
ZF. I'm gonna bring
objectively
him back up. Hey,
right,
Rocketeer, come on back
if
up.
you objective if you objectively look at the numbers, right? 75% of us on as a whole community, men, women, children, everything. 75% of us are currently cooked or cooking. Period.
You talking
Now,
about
can it be
as far as what, ZF?
income, education,
Yeah, yeah.
mindset,
We
mindset,
know
number of
that. We
kids.
know that.
So I'm saying, like kids out of wedlock, marriage rates. So literally, if you look at the numbers objectively, I don't even care what society's talking about because society skews shit. But 75% of us are currently cooked or cooking.
T,
Can you hear me?
I apologize, man. I go left sometimes. Like, I want to ask you again, man. You believe that as far as bad behavior, black women are only performing at around 5%. That what you believe? I mean, five on a scale of 1 to 10, 5.
I think 5, and I think that's cumulatively on a bunch of different metrics.
Okay, hold on. So let me ask you this: do you think it would be far fetched for us to be able to get online and find multiple reviews where black women have been ranked the most undesirable group of women to date on the planet?
No, I think that would be accurate. I think you could find that.
And you only give it a 5? Do you know what you have to do to be ranked the most undesirable on the planet?
Stacey, you could let me sort of substantiate my argument, because asking other races how they perceive black women, that's not proving your point.
But it
That's just
matters
data
because
gathering.
how society views us determines how we get treated.
Oh, okay, but there's objective metrics that we can point to, like unemployment rate. We can point to that.
But you
Education
keep
rate,
bringing
we can
that up.
point to
We're
that.
not talking about that. We're talking about behavior. We're not talking about finances. Listen,
Education
let
is
ZF, would
behavior.
you agree with this, ZF? Would you agree that even our women with college degrees, dual degrees, PhDs are niggas? Sound like it and behave like it. Would you agree that the majority of our women have been influenced negatively by this man-made, manufactured black community? Would you agree with that, ZF? Even our women who, like Jasmine Crockett, is trying to be ghetto. She don't even have a ghetto bone in her body.
Okay, but
So first of
Stacey, if we're
all,
gonna
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. You mentioned education. How are they a 5 when they're the most enrolled and the third most graduated?
because we're talking about just in terms of overall performance, right? Because
That's
ultimately we have to
performance,
talk.
enrollment versus graduation.
Correct.
That is
And that's
that is pure performance, correct?
yes.
So they are the most enrolled and the third most graduated.
Okay, yeah.
Do you concede that point?
Yeah, of course, I'll grant you that.
Okay.
I'm fine with
Also,
that.
do you concede the point that every race of women get degrees at a higher percentage than their male counterparts? That's not unique to the black
Yes,
community, correct?
correct. But
Okay.
now there is
Now,
there is some data that
wait,
is
hold on.
okay.
So,
Okay.
so the only part that is out of the ordinary in that whole and all of those points we just discussed is that the most enrolled are the third most graduated,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Correct.
So how is that a 5 in performance?
Because there's other metrics that I haven't rattled off. Like, for example,
Okay.
when it comes to like labor participation rates. So like you're talking about, so if we were to focus on maybe like anomalies. So for example, white men occupy more jobs than white women. Like you'll find that across the board. Latino men occupy
Okay.
more jobs than Latino women. Asian men occupy more jobs than Asian women. The only group of women that occupy more jobs than their men is black women.
Okay. And
And that's according to the Bureau
black
of
men
Labor
are also
Statistics.
black men are also the only the only demographic that you mentioned that are inherently deemed a threat, whether they're threatening or not.
ZF, I wanted to, before you, I don't know where you're going, but I want just real quick, because I got, and ZF, do you have time enough to hold this down? Because I'm gonna have to do something for
Yeah.
about 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
What I wanted to ask T was this.
Mm-hmm.
You keep homing in on that point. Now I'm going to ask you some common sense things. Are you here, T?
Okay, I'm here.
Do you believe that there are any systems in place right now, currently via the American government, that are assisting African American women in their opportunities against black men?
Yeah, I think there are systems that aid.
So your point is, we should not even talk about this again. We should not even discuss this again. We are being double teamed. We are being double teamed. And why do you think that they say African American women are the embodiment of white supremacy? We are being double teamed by white America. There's all kinds of white people studies to show how black men are marginalized. Listen, even when our names come across, when our resumes go in, there's white women employers who have done studies that said being black is being a black is the equivalent of having a felony. You disagree with that?
No, I don't. But the thing is, 33% of black men do have felonies. And you
hold on.
Discrimination.
Okay, so do you also agree that if 33% of black men have felonies, what percentage of them would you say are wrongfully accused of the crime that they did? And we're not going to go into the ones who were innocent but didn't get exonerated. But what percentage of black men were exonerated?
Wait, what percentage were exonerated?
Yes.
Of a felony conviction?
When black men are arrested, what percentage of them are exonerated?
Okay.
That was the wrong way to say that. Hold on, that was the wrong way to say that.
Okay, right. Because you're
what percentage? Hold on. What percentage of African American men get exonerated? Lead in exonerated. Black men is close to 50%. It's close to 50%. So with what you're saying, it substantiates we're being worked against. And then you said no other demographic. And I'm going to ask you, because even ZF said this. I don't even think you're a malicious dude. I don't think you're a bad dude. I think you're a reasonable dude. I think you are probably respectful. So I want to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
In good faith, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your point that you made that African American race is the only race where the women are outperforming the men. If you agree that they're getting help, should we even be talking about this?
We have to address, but this is the thing, we have to address what kind of help and like at what level that help is coming at.
What do you mean what level the help is coming from? If people are, if employers are letting us know that a black man, a black person, when you see their resume and things of that nature, that it is the equivalent depending on their name. I know that you're familiar with this because it sounds like you're interested in stuff like this. Are you familiar with the fact that when applications and resumes go in, if the name is black sounding or something like that, it can get pushed to the
100%.
side? So,
Correct,
brother, why are you asking me to what degree?
Because that applies to black women too, Stacey.
Do you believe that black women have not seniority? What's the word I'm looking for?
Implicit bias.
No. Do you believe that black women have favor over black men in America? Do you believe women, period, have favor over men, period, in America?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so what are we
Yes, I do.
talking about here?
But this is the thing, Stacey. You can't ask that question and not ask the why.
We don't need to know. Listen. We don't need to know why. The moment you tell us, the American government is helping African American women pretty much be superior to black men, why are we talking? I'll put it this way. Let me see if you agree with this. Do you agree that you can't accuse black men of failing? If I'm the white man, here's a gift and here's a gift. If black women are being given gifts and black men are not, you can't accuse us of failing. We're being strategized against.
Do you not think there's a point in history where black men were being given gifts and black women were not?
Name it. Go into detail, please.
Like historically, when black men were in the workforce and making more than black women were?
That was because we know how to lift heavy shit. What are you talking about? The jobs that black men predominantly had, women can't even work the jobs.
You mean like present day or back then?
I'm talking about then, what you're talking about. We were building railroads and stuff, man.
And black women that were educators were making less than black men that were educators.
When did they get educated, brother?
No, I'm saying educators, like when they were teachers.
Tell me what point in
Like
time
black-
you're talking about. You had me thinking that you're talking.
I'm talking about like 30s through 50s. Like black men made more money on average in the same positions as black women did. So if you had a black teacher from a black man that was a teacher from the 30s through the 50s, he made more money versus his black female counterpart in the same era.
And now black men with college degrees can't even get the teaching job.
Okay, so now we're seeing it being offset.
So a
it's not
system is in place against us. If the
Now, but
race
it
is
wasn't
not
then.
fair, you can't accuse us of losing the race.
That would, I could say the same thing to you.
Do it. Give me that example. Give me that analogy. How could you say the same thing to us? The world knows that the African American community is the first simulated model of matriarchy. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think we're in
So,
matriarchy.
man, what the hell are you up here talking about? Listen, hold on, watch this. I'll make sure you understand. Tell me what a matriarchy, or give me your definition of a patriarchy.
A patriarchy would be
A male-led society, right?
Yes.
What would a matriarchy be?
For us, it would be like more women leading our culture.
Is that what you see? If a man gets if a man gets a woman pregnant, can he tell her you not getting no damn AB? You gonna have that kid?
No, he cannot.
If a woman says he touched me, will he have to bond out? Will he get arrested without any evidence at all? Any evidence? None.
I'm not sure on that.
Brother, I'm going to ask you this right now because I told you I think that you're an honorable guy. Do you believe that a woman can call right now and say, Stacey Prince put his hands on me and I am going to jail?
Stacey,
brother, never mind.
But you have to
the
let me
fact that you had to think about that, bro.
No,
that's
because I think
crazy.
you're asking a loaded question. Like
they're doing it from 30 fucking years ago.
You're naming anecdotal
My mentor
situations.
got accused of doing something from decades ago. And what do you think the Me Too movement is about? These aren't about recent cases. These are about cases where the senator in wherever he was at, the senator told his secretary, I've been admiring you and you're just so, I'm wondering, would you be a surrogate for me and my wife? That man got hit with the Me Too movement.
Stacey, you name these individual things and then you try to extrapolate it out to everything.
Because I'm asking you, do you believe that African American women currently right now in America have more power than African American men?
Yeah.
So how can we be losing? So we're not losing. We've gotten set up.
Oh, but
let me ask you a better question. With the help of the American government, if African American women have accrued the help of the American government, should they be doing better than us?
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Because you're not having a genuine conversation. You're railroading me into certain kind of questions and you aren't even going back and forth. You just say, did you know? Did you know?
Name something that I said that is not true. I'm talking about since me and you have been talking here. Name something that's inaccurate, bro.
When you name one singular example of a Me Too movement and then you extrapolate that out.
The Me Too movement knocked out about 70 people, bro.
70
and counting, and counting, and counting.
20 million. We're talking about 20 million black men. You're talking about 70 people. You see the problem?
No, we're talking about power, bro. We're talking. Hold on. We're talking about power.
Okay, so in terms of power, again, the initial question you asked is if a woman made a claim against me, does that mean they're going to come and pick me up? I don't know, Stacey. Do you have an alibi?
Brother, I didn't ask you that. I said if a woman calls the police and says Stacey Prince put his hands on me, I said, are they going to arrest me?
They will. Do you have an alibi? They're going to come and talk to you for sure, of course. But is there evidence?
So let's do it like this. What percentage? Hold on. No. What percentage do you think that I'll get arrested? Even if what percentage? Tell me that. How high is the percentage you think I'll get arrested?
Arrested on some he said, she has no evidence that it was you.
None of the Me Too movement had any evidence. It's 30 years ago. Bill Cosby was 40 years ago.
Stacey, you are going to
There is no evidence.
Stacey, that's an outright lie. You're going to go on the record and say right now there was no evidence in the Me Too movement. It was just all just conjured up from the
Bro,
head.
I
That's an outright
studied
lie.
the youth Me Too movement. There was nothing with no DNA, no nothing. These are people who are saying 30 years ago that my mentor got hit with the Me Too movement. Guess what the case was? Some of you know his case. I ain't gonna put his name out there. The woman said, yes, I had consensual sex with him, but he's the owner of this show. This, what's it called? Talk show. He's the owner of this talk show. I felt if I didn't have sex with him, it wouldn't go well with me. She didn't say he said, if you don't have sex with me. She said that's how I felt. Now, where's the due process in that?
Stacey,
Do you think that the due process is associated anywhere at all with the Me Too movement?
Stacey, if we're going to have a genuine conversation, you can't name an example of a case of a man you won't even name his name that you clearly know that I have no idea about.
We
You're
can
just
name
telling me a
all of the
story.
Me Too movements.
No,
Okay,
you
so
can't.
listen, do you know that the show, The First 48, I want to ask you this. Why do you think that show is called The First 48?
Because if you can't solve the murder within the first 48 hours,
Let alone 30 fucking years?
So
You
Stacey,
call
is there
that
not-
evidence?
Okay, so let's do.
Wait,
So let's
hold on,
do
Zip, I'm
this.
sorry.
Let's
Zip,
do
hold on
this.
a
How
second.
old do
Wait,
you
Stacey-
think Bill Cosby's case was? You think that happened last year?
Wait, so do you
Stacey,
not think
Stacey,
Bill Cosby was
Stacey,
guilty of
give me a
anything?
sec. Give me a sec. So check this out, right? See, I need to ask you, when have black men ever in the United States of America participated in patriarchy?
Participated in patriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they probably indirectly participated in patriarchy when they were getting higher wages than black women. Would you agree?
Okay, that's not
Would you agree?
patriarchy. That is wage inequality. That is a whole separate.
Well,
That's not
what is
patriarchy.
it?
Because
But what does
wait,
it
and
stem
here's why.
from?
Here's why. Wait. If you're gonna, and
Hold on,
I'm analyzing your answer and telling you why you're
Hold on,
wrong, sir.
ZF.
And here's why.
Hold on, ZF.
Those,
You about to be running the show. Hold on. Hey, people,
all right.
if ZF gonna run the show, man, y'all guys gonna have to hit this super chat. ZF, I ain't even got your damn cash app.
You haven't done a turbulence.
Don't worry
You gotta
about
do
it.
a
Because
turbulence.
What'd you say, T?
Right.
You got to do a
He
turbulence.
said, "What
if
about
you
the
want some
turbulence?"
likes. Yeah, get it up.
Hey, people, let's get it going.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I need 3 people to hit us off on the super chat and the cash app. People, we're gonna keep this thing going. It would end if ZF wasn't gracefully and T keeping this thing going. So we're gonna keep it going. Hit us off. Support the show. Go ahead, ZF.
All right. So T, that was wage inequality, not patriarchy, and here's why: black men had zero control over what black women got paid because they weren't the administrators.
I agree with that, but they still benefited from it.
I didn't say benefited from. I said participated in.
If you benefit from something, for me, that means you participated.
No,
in it.
that's because to benefit you can literally not participate. Participate is active. Benefit can be passive, but to participate is 100% active.
It can be, but now we are.
No, we're not. Okay, so no, don't now. I need you to do me a favor. Look up the word participate and then look up the word benefit.
Okay.
Merriam-Webster, please.
Okay. Benefit.
Hey T, you might think
Yeah.
this brother just a moderator. I'm connected to Sharks, brother.
What happened? What did he say?
No, just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay.
No, it was a side note.
Okay. Benefit, something that produces good or helpful results or effects, or that promotes well-being. Advantage.
Okay, advantage. Bet. Got it. Please look up participate.
Okay. Participate.
I use that. I'm a surgeon with my words. I'm a wordsmith. I write a lot.
Okay. Perfect. I appreciate that. Participate, to possess and express the qualities of something, share. Other definition: to take part or share in something along with others.
There we go. Take part or share. Both of those are active words, right? Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I said participate, because it's an active verb. Benefit can be passive. And not all, it doesn't have to be, but it can be. That's why I said participate. Because in order for black men in order for that to be black men participating in patriarchy, black men would have had to set those wages, which we did not.
And I guess, but my rebuttal to that is that they benefited from it, because by
Okay,
definition,
and I would wait. Did we not just make a distinction between participate and benefit,
oh, there is
or
a
do we need to go
distinction.
back to the dictionary, sir?
No,
Okay,
no, there is a
so
distinction, but that doesn't mean that they didn't benefit.
I'm not. Okay, wait. Okay, so I'm not denying benefit. I'm asking about participation.
Okay.
You're switching my
Yes.
words, right?
So to
I
participate,
literally
to take part, or to share in something. So if black men were actively working, they are taking part in the workplace. They're
no
participating.
taking part in the workplace, right?
Mhm.
Taking part in the workplace, but not setting the wages means you're just showing up to work and getting paid, right?
But
So
the majority of
so
but the majority of men did.
wait. I'm because I used to do sales too. So are you
Okay.
commission based or
Both salary and
salary
commission.
or both?
Salary and
Okay.
commission.
So best one of the best combos, right?
Mhm, mhm.
So if you when you first got in there, right? You went, got your interviews, got the offer, all that. How negotiable was that offer that hiring offer?
How negotiable, like within salary? How much were they willing to negotiate?
Yeah, right.
So they came up. They came up probably roughly about
Okay.
35%.
Okay, now, do you think there was a cap on what they would have accepted, on what they would have
Yes.
given you as far as okay? So you didn't set the wage; you negotiated the wage, your wage, right?
Yes.
Did you negotiate anybody else's wage, or does what you get paid affect anybody else in your company?
No.
Go ahead and say no. Thank you. All right. So
It
you're
sort of does.
benefiting.
It sort of does.
Wait,
It sort of does. By being
no, it
being
doesn't. No, it doesn't. It does not. And here's why. Because what you get paid is what the company can afford to pay you. And they knew that going in. They had a range, a set range that they were willing to negotiate with him. Right? And you fell within that, and now you're working there. But what you get paid does not affect anybody else's paycheck, because you don't set that. You don't set what anyone else gets paid. That's called benefiting. If let's say you get paid more than somebody else doing the exact same job, you're benefiting, but you're not participating because you didn't set the criteria.
It's gonna be time for us to move to
And,
his
but now, if this
hold
is
on. It's gonna be time for us to move to his next disagreement, because this one is probably not gonna go.
All right, then. So, all right, what's your next disagreement, T?
let me see
Black
here.
man not being the most attractive or something, or
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Let him go. Let him cook.
Yeah. So there was that, and Stacey, you already conceded that.
You said, hold
Stacey,
on.
you have all
Who conceded to what?
you conceded that black men weren't the most desirable.
Are you out of your damn mind?
You did. You said that due to a white man's finances.
Okay, so that means.
But now let's see if ZF
So that
stays.
means that the individual is not the most desirable. When you line up a white, you can look throughout the Kardashians' whole, of course that's isolated, but I'm talking about period. Poor black men do better dating than pretty much middle class white men. Do you agree with that?
Okay. I'm looking at.
Well, what were you?
I'm looking at an OkCupid study that says from 2009 to 2014 that black men rank roughly third amongst all women.
Okay, that was 12 years
Third or
ago,
fourth,
sir.
3 or 4.
That was 12 years. That study ended 12 years ago. That is well outside the accepted range.
Oh, well then
The accepted range.
that is within Then cite me something that's within the accepted range.
I'm saying the accepted range is 8 years usually, 10 depending
Perfect.
on the study and the subject.
Okay, well, cite me one that's
So,
within 10.
I really don't care. I'm married. Shit don't affect me.
Well, okay, but I'm just saying you guys threw criticism at me, saying, "Oh, what yada yada
Oh no!
yada." So,
If you notice, I stayed out of that part of the conversation
okay,
for a reason.
okay. Well,
I don't give a shit.
I'm just saying. I'm just stating. But the thing is, I mean, there is other studies that I could cite, but again, like these are claims
Okay,
that
bet.
Stacey's made.
If you have something minimum 10 years, but preferably 8.
But
Then
hold on, real quick.
I'll look that up and go with it. Honestly, I don't study dating stats because I'm married and I give less of a fuck than you could possibly imagine.
Hold on. T, let me ask you a question.
Yes,
Can
sir.
we name one race that overwhelmingly does not prefer white men?
Can we name? Yeah, black women don't prefer.
Can we name
No.
any race that will not deal with black men?
Asian women do not prefer black men.
Why are they fucking
Asian
them
women-
in? I have
Right, I was
one.
gonna say, why are we
I've
getting
been
cheap?
married to one for
Why are we-
29 years.
Stacy, you have a
Asian
terrible habit of using
encompasses
yourself and extrapolating.
a lot of cultures and countries. We're talking about a
That's a
whole
good point
continent.
too.
Asian-
That's actually a good point. So get specific when you said you can't say Asian. So get specific. What real race of women won't deal with men? I mean, black men.
Chinese.
Hold on. I don't want you to play word semantics neither. When I said about black women, I'm going to ask you again. Name me a race of women who prefer not to date white men.
Name you a race of women
Who prefer to not date.
to
black.
not date white men.
Yes, sir.
Stacy, I'm sorry. One more time.
Name me a race of women who are kind of adamant about not dating white men.
Black women do not.
And it's
prefer
pretty
white
strong,
men.
ain't it? It's pretty strong, ain't it?
Yes, they are one of
Okay.
the most race loyal.
You want to know why? I'll tell
Hold
you why.
on. Name me a race who are adamant about not dating black men. There isn't one. Nowhere. We have listen, white people are performing violence because they say they're losing the country to coloreds.
Stacy, where do you see that? And that's not.
See what? Where do I see what?
That white people are performing violence because of that.
They're all over the internet saying it. They're not
That's not
sugarcoating
substantiating
it.
your
They're
point.
saying it.
Stacy, that's not substantiating your point because you see something on the internet. That doesn't make it true.
It's all over. It's heavy. They're performing violence behind it. Are you serious?
Yeah, ZF, do you agree with that?
I'll pull it up. What the hell?
So
that we see
whether
an
I agree
overabundance
whether I
in-
agree with it or not isn't the point. The point is it true?
Or
I don't
I'm
give a
sorry,
fuck
I'm
about.
sorry, ZF, you're right. I'm sorry. Is that a sound way or a rational way to arrive at a conclusion by what you see on the
Listen,
internet?
I don't want us to get caught up in this stuff. My question to you, I'm just going to go back to something simple. Do you believe, or no, matter of fact, I'm going to pin your back against the wall. Name.
Balls.
And you can't say Asian because it's too broad. Name the specific race of people who have let it be known that they are adamant about not dealing with black men. I don't know why this is so troublesome from you. When we're poor, we could date millionaires. Listen, let me ask you this. Let's go. Since you want to go there, let's go. Name me the race of people whose style black men are copying off of.
Black men
Yes, sir.
are the most probably innovative and influencers.
Okay,
of
hold on.
fashion and culture,
Now,
for sure.
name me the races that are wearing their pants, listening to the same music, trying to walk, trying to talk like blacks. What race is that? We could sum it up just like pretty much saying everybody.
All of them. Yeah.
So what are you talking? Never mind, man.
Okay, but the thing is
Okay, so
Stacey,
T.
by that, well, hold on,
T.
ZF. But Stacey, by that logic, I see a lot of other races of women imitating black women too.
Okay,
we know
bet.
they're the least desirable.
That's 100% true. But that's women, right? Here's the thing. Right? You said black women won't date white men, which is not true. They can't date white men, and the marriage rates reflect that.
The marriage rates don't, but their marriages last
They
longer.
literally do. What percentage of white men who get married marry black women?
Oh, geez, probably 12%.
One. You're way off. One. Which only 50% of white men get married. So if you include all white men, that is 1/2 of 1% of white men who marry marry black women.
But how do you know?
Only 17 to 19% of any race dates out.
Wait, but how do you know that's due to white men not selecting them versus black women being raised?
Okay, so if white men are the most desirable and they're not marrying black women, that means they're choosing not to.
But
if they have all these options, and wait, hold on. Let's extrapolate this, right? Let's draw logical conclusions. If white men, according to you, have all these options, and still only 1% of them who get married marry black women, that means they're choosing not to, because that means, according to you, they could if they would, or they would if they could.
But if black women are choosing to not pursue them, how are you to say who's choosing who?
Black women don't pursue men, period, in general.
So if black women are getting approached by white men, and then they say, "Hey, we're not interested," but for you, that means that white men are saying no. If black women are really saying no, how do you know that it's white men that are?
Hey, I don't want the hell. We're not gonna do this.
Because
no, hold on, ZF.
Because
ZF,
the
hold on.
numbers.
No, bro. I can't let this. This is getting redundant, man. Like he's asking us, have any of them personally came and whispered in our ear and told us? That goes to a
Stacey. Those are your stories, not mine.
No, okay. So let's do it like this then. Since it's my, we can't keep drawing this out because it's even when ZF speaks about it, when I speak about it, it really leads to a specific direction. Do you believe that athletes, NBA players, listen, Jeff Bezos and people of that nature, do you believe that they have their pick of women?
Yes, I think like those guys certainly have their pick of women.
What? Okay, so I want you to name me. I'll go stupid with this, man. I'll go stupid with it. The top 20 most famous people who you said have their pick of women. Name the ones who married when they got their success, they went and married a black woman. Let's go.
Like the Steph Currys or like the LeBron James.
Steph
the Barack
Curry is
Obamas.
black, brother. We're talking about white men desiring black women.
I thought you said successful men.
No, I didn't, brother. We're literally talking about the. Do you believe?
Okay, we're talking about white men, right?
Hold on, ZF. Do you believe that these men have their pick of women?
The top. Okay, are you talking about the top men or the top white men?
Brother, we were talking about white men.
White men.
Okay, the top white men choose to be race loyal.
But could they choose black women if they wanted to?
I'm sure they could.
Okay, so name me the top, most powerful, most famous and wealthy white men who latched onto a white woman and get off of Google.
You saying white women? That's what you said.
If I said white women, I apologize. Black women.
Okay.
The top most powerful,
I don't think,
the top
I don't
20
think
most powerful white men, name the ones that went and got a black woman after they accrued their success.
Yeah, I don't think that exists, Stacey.
Hold on, ZF. And the crazy part about what I'm saying to you is me and you have both agreed that these men have their pick of women. So if they're not picking black women, what does that tell you?
Stacey, again, you have a terrible habit of reaching for the top 20 billionaires and thinking that is a reflection for the overall society.
We're not talking about billionaires. You can't name me 20 fucking rich white
20.
people.
Stacey,
You can't name me 10 rich
20.
white people.
You said top 20. Those were billionaires.
Brother, let's do this.
Okay, bet.
ZF, hold on, ZF. What I'm saying to you is this. We don't have to go top 20. The most influential, what do you want me to say? Name some powerful white people who after they accrued their wealth went and got a black woman, man. It can be the top 50. It don't have to be the top. It don't have to be the top. Name us some white men who have their pick of women who went and got a black woman after they became rich.
Okay, and Stacey, you know I can say the same thing back to you, right?
And I'll
Okay,
say,
see,
and when you do, and when you do say that, don't
I'll
sit.
give you one.
ZF, you
I will
gotta hold
literally
on.
give you one, T.
ZF, hold on, brother. If you say that, I'll say the Kardashians.
Okay. And
so what the hell are you talking about? You
And
said I
wait,
could
wait,
say the
several-
same thing to you. Most
wait,
of the
wait,
people the Kardashians have dated, they've had 10 times more money than them.
Are the Kardashians white, Stacey?
Yeah, they are, by the way.
Are they?
This guy just came up here.
Okay, but T, I'm gonna give you one, right? I'm gonna give you a rich white dude who, after he got his money, went and got a black woman. Robert De Niro. You got any more?
Not off the top of my head, no. No, absolutely.
Okay.
not. I don't.
See, so that goes. So again, let's go back to the rates. Don't you think the rate would be higher if men who literally have their pick wanted black women?
Like, this is the thing, and ZF, I'm trying to be respectful and to be clear. This isn't my point of contention. You guys are talking about how undesirable black women are. I granted that to you. My point is
bet.
that black men are undesirable.
But then you
guys
turned
won't argue that
around.
point.
Then you turned around and said that they're 5 out of 10 when it comes to how
And you guys didn't
dysfunctional
let me
shit is.
And you guys didn't let me substantiate that argument. See the problem here?
I debunked your first 2 points.
No, you absolutely you explained them, but you did not.
I debunked your first 2 points, sir.
I mean, if we go back to it, I'll say this again.
Okay, what's your third point then? Because I debunked your first 2. What's your third point? Let's move on.
What you didn't debunk unemployment rate because black women have had a lower unemployment rate for the past 40 years. You didn't debunk that. You didn't debunk education.
You told us that they're getting assistance.
I literally did debunk education.
No, you didn't. I'm saying that black women are more
Yes, I
educated than
did.
black men. No, you didn't.
Black women are more educated.
And I told you.
Black women do have more degrees than black men. We don't care about. We don't even go.
Okay, but
it's not. It doesn't matter.
Okay, and
we
I
do
said
different
work.
work.
I said that's across the board, and we still make more money.
That's not debunking it. Acknowledging the truth doesn't mean it's debunking.
But listen, hold on, T. Let me ask you a question. Because I teach this often. You said you've watched some of my stuff, so you should have heard this.
I have.
Okay,
Stacey.
so I teach this often. What do I say? Well, I'll just give it to you. I often tell people. You can do that stuff. I'm very secure in myself. I don't have to do that Paul stuff.
I'm giving you a hard time, Stacey. Go ahead.
It's all good. Listen, I often teach people how important partnership is and that it can help you arrive. The right woman can help you get to your goal and your destination, your
You
life
said
plan.
that on Fatty Stream.
Okay. So, my brother, if you think so highly about these amazing women, how come you haven't nabbed you one and married you one?
I sort of would probably say with what you said yesterday on Fatty Stream that you are on your purpose. You are
I'm not speaking, but what have I also said? Hold on. I've also said on multiple occasions, a woman can have one kid, and if she's amazing, I'm taking her because she can help you get to your destination half the time quicker. So why don't? And plus, also, I don't speak as highly of these women as you do, so we're not in the same boat. My question to you is this: if they're so amazing, why haven't you gotten you one?
It's not time for that for me. Like Stacey, you haven't asked my age. Like, Stacey, you haven't asked my age. Like there's a lot of other things going on here.
Okay, so how old are you, T? Let's go there.
32.
32? Jesus Christ, man. And you ain't got no prospects?
It's not. No, it's not. It's not my purpose right now. I'm building.
You sound honestly, and this is no knock. That's the same exact thing that black women in their fucking 30s say. That's not a knock. It's a truth.
Oh, fair. That's fair. I don't take that as a knock.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's just like
Now,
what
I get
Stacey
it.
said.
I get it. I get
Hold on,
it
ZF.
that
It's
men
just like
have.
what ZF
I get it
said.
that men have more time than women. I get it.
Mhm.
But at 32, with you know what I'm saying, like honestly, what age? Okay, what age of woman are you looking to date? Once you get what's your? Because I assume you plan to be where you want to be and be able to date within your comfort level soon at
Yes,
30
correct.
at 30, yeah. Okay,
Correct.
so what we looking at, what, say 36?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, bet. What age of woman are you going to be looking to date at 36 years old?
Within probably roughly 4 years. Probably like 31, 32. And up.
Okay,
But
so
probably
that's
roughly
date.
31,
That's
32.
date. What? Right. So that's date. How long?
Mhm.
How long do you think the dating / courtship phase should last before marriage?
18 months to 2 years.
Hey, give me one
Okay,
second.
so
Shout out to everybody's. Let me read some of these. Go ahead. I'm gonna read these super chats though, so make it brief.
okay, so 31 plus 2, that's 33. So you're just gonna get married and go straight to making babies. You ain't gonna chase around the house butt naked, go on vacations, none of that shit.
No, maybe have babies around 35, 36, give or take.
But who said that
Okay,
it's
for
gonna go
her
as
or you?
planned?
For her,
That would be
36 for her.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Yeah.
So you're planning on putting a woman in a high risk pregnancy off the bat.
Off the bat.
Yeah, there will be a geriatric pregnancy. Yeah, I'm aware.
Wow.
He hear what he said, CF?
Yeah, this is the
Hey,
thing,
he's
but it's just like
hey, if that's his plan, that's his plan, Stacey. I'm not knocking it. I'm just asking questions.
Hey, give
If
me a
that's his
second,
plan,
guys.
that's his plan.
Ho. Give me a second. Shout out to Lee over here rocking out with us with the super chat. Shout out to DJ over here showing some love. I appreciate the love, my brother. Mecca Dawn in the building. What the hell? He said, I listen well. This guy is all over the place. He's quite passive aggressive too, and he will be a virgin forever. Respectfully. Turbulence, people.
Okay, that was kind of wild right there. That was
Hold
kinda wild.
on. It's one more. Hold on. My fault.
All right.
Yeah, Lee said game over. Written in pixelated. Well, okay. Shout out to Rev Kev in the building rocking out with us for the hottest show online. You know what it is, my brother. Man right here. Stacey, please ask him the race of his father, what the race of his father is, and what is his goal of the conversation is. Good point. Go ahead, talk to me, T.
Black.
Okay, can I just want to wrap up one thing, and this is gonna be quick. I promise.
Hold on. Somebody paid for this, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. What's your goal of the conversation, T?
To debunk Stacey Prince's talking points.
How has that been working out?
Not too shabby. You've conceded already. Yeah.
But I mean, a person can say what they want to say over and over. It doesn't make it true.
Okay, so T, I'm gonna wrap this up with a summary real quick, right?
Okay.
Your plan is to put a black woman in high risk pregnancy. Off the top, that's your plan. I contend you don't even really like black women that much because you're willing to risk her life instead of date younger.
But ZF, I've seen so many of my friends that are black women have babies up into their 40s. You see,
Okay, but you just conceded that it's geriatric pregnancy and high risk, and which puts her in danger. Well, not you, because not one. No, wait, hold on. That puts her in danger, not you, because not one black man has lost his life in a delivery room. Not
You're
one.
right about that.
You can't point it
You're
out.
right about that.
So,
You're right about that.
So, I contend that since that is your plan to put a black woman in a high risk geriatric pregnancy, that you don't love black women as much as you say you fucking do. Because you're putting your plan is to unnecessarily put one in risk of losing her life.
Mm-hmm. And that's a wonderful story, and those are wonderful assumptive leaps that you have to take to get there. Because if you consider that the measures I'm taking to provide for her would counter your point. And geriatric pregnancy with modern technological advance, it's just a talking point. How much more likely is she?
Really? Because black women still lose their lives in the delivery room more than any other race to this day.
Agreed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean it's frequent?
Absolutely. It's more frequent than any other race.
But that doesn't mean it's frequent, though, right?
But it's more frequent than any other race.
Yeah, agreed. But does that mean it's frequent?
And you also agreed that not one man has lost his life in a delivery room.
Agreed.
And you have a plan. You have a plan for a high risk pregnancy.
ZF, you're reaching.
And yes,
I like it.
And yes,
that's fine. I'll
call it what you want.
Fine. Yeah, no.
Call it what you want. Maybe I pulled a muscle reaching that far. Who knows?
You want to hear my other points of contention?
Absolutely.
Well, I would love for us to get to the bottom of this 20% of black men having 80% of children.
Okay, bet.
That doesn't.
So let's go back to that. Let's go back to that. So, do you agree? Do you agree that higher functionality reduces the number of children born for anybody?
Yes.
Okay. So your example was basically a 1-for-1, and we know that that's not true.
Okay.
Right. So that destroys your whole model right there. That destroys your whole model right there because one black man doesn't father one black child.
Okay, let's try the math again. If
one black just because a black man is a father doesn't mean he only has one. And you agreed that lower functionality. You just agreed that lower functionality breeds more kids.
Okay, ZF, let's try it like this. Let's say that by Stacey's point, it would be saying that
No, we're not going by Stacey's point. We're going by your point. Oh. I'm attacking your point, not you personally. I'm attacking your point.
Hey, people, I need us. Let's get those likes up, people. Let's get those likes up.
We're not using Stacey's.
If y'all want to keep this show going, man, let's get these likes up. We can't just be. I'm looking bad, trying to cook at the same 20%, time. Hold on. You guys got to hold on when I'm speaking. I'm talking to my audience, the owners of the show.
I'm sorry, Stacey. Go ahead.
Listen, people, I need y'all to get those likes up. The more you guys get those likes up, the more engagement that we get, right? So share the show. I'm going on a date. I'm going to let it keep on rocking as long as you guys keep it active. So like the show. Share the show. And I'm not going to hate you if you contribute to the show.
Stacey, quick question.
Talk to me, good brother.
Where are you going on a date? Just quick question. Where are you going on a date? Where are you taking her?
Who? You don't hear them pots and pans in there clanking?
Oh, well, that's not a date. So a dinner date. Okay. At the house. That's different.
It's going to produce the same.
It's going to produce 100% be at the house.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not. I just.
Hey, it's going to produce the same results.
Hey, perfectly fine.
The first date.
Yeah.
The first date my wife and I went on, I made her dinner.
But that's uncommon. But hey, that's great. Most women aren't comfortable going to a man's house on the first date. But that's great. I'm glad that worked for you.
Yes, before you guys get back to it, because now that I know his age, I understand. Listen, I want to ask you, the conversation that we had, do you understand? And because I kind of dig you, to be honest, because I don't think you don't seem like no asshole, no negative individual thing. I believe that you're doing some undershooting and things like that. But if we think about this logically, I just want to ask you, if we know that there are no races of women who has said, I'm not messing with black men, but we know, we can show you races of women who vehemently do not want to date white men, how come you don't get out of that what I get out of that?
The data that I'm seeing doesn't say that.
But you keep talking about data, but you can't get past this question I posed to you, brother. It's like you're using the data to keep from acknowledging what we're talking about, to be honest.
I use data to sort of arrive at conclusions.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm asking you is this, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we need to write on top, but if there is a group of people that have said, I'm not interested in white men, but there is no group of women who have said, I won't date black men, you don't think that black men are more favorable on the dating range? Even when we're poor, we're neck to neck with white men who have money, man. When we're poor. Listen, and if we're going to be honest about it, hold on, let's be honest about this. Most women in America prefer the black man who doesn't have his fucking life together. Who disagrees with that? They're where the babies are coming from. Me.
I disagree with that. Yeah.
Okay, so
do you know that 80% of women? Did you know that women find 80% of men they cross paths with unattractive? Did you know that?
That's a great point. That's a great point because that's not true. What you saw was that 20% of women, or that 80% of women, swipe on 20% of men, and now you're extrapolating that out.
You are by far the semantic king.
This isn't semantics. This is the truth. There's a difference between swiping on a dating app versus seeing someone out in public. This is a matter of fact. That's not semantics.
You do realize that in 2026, most couples get together and meet through a dating app, right?
I think specifically they said Instagram.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, just dating sites in general, dating sites and social media in general. The majority of couples in 2026 meet online.
Now, Zia, if you understand, that's a completely different claim. Meeting someone on Instagram or Facebook is completely different than Tinder, right?
It's still online and it's still a dating site, basically. People use Instagram as a dating site. People use LinkedIn as a fucking dating site.
But that doesn't make it basically a dating site, though.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
No, wait, but okay, Either way, that doesn't take away from the fact.
Listen, I don't want y'all boring my crowd out, man, with semantics, man.
Either way, that doesn't take away from the fact that most couples in 2026 meet online. Which you're either swiping or answering a fucking DM.
Okay.
Hey, ZF.
So
Just give me a second.
So answering a DM is the same as swiping right. It's the same concept.
Hey, listen, T, let me ask you something. I want to ask you this, man.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why you desire to not agree. Because it sounds like you just desire to not. Me, myself, you probably heard me say this. The reason I can't lose a debate, nobody can beat me in a debate. Because the moment they say something that makes sense, I'm going to say, I can see that, bro. You will refuse to do that.
Well, because, Stacey, like when you say, for example, that, what's the statistic you say? You say that 50% of black women don't know who the
No, I don't say that. I say of those tested. It was a small survey of those tested. That's a huge
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And that's still a lie. So I think like that's the thing.
Prove it a lie.
It's your claim, Stacey. I think you need to sort of prove that it's the truth, but I can show you that
Okay,
it's only 1% of paternity fraud.
See here, now you're getting
the same thing.
You're doing it.
You did the same thing that you did to ZF. You come up here saying I disagree, but you won't even have the information to.
I have it. I don't know how to get it to
so
you, Stacey.
prove to me that my 50% is wrong. Leave it alone, then. Leave it alone.
No,
He can't without looking it up. So here's the thing: you conceded to my 40. Wait, hold on, T. You conceded to my 46% of black men have kids, right? Earlier.
No, of course
You
not.
did.
I told you.
You did.
I told
You
it's
literally
60%.
did. You literally did. You know this is being recorded, right?
No. And
You literally you said I will. You said your exact words were I will grant you that.
Grant? Okay.
So you gave it to me.
For the ages of 15 to 49 during the childbearing years, yes, I did grant you that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now, if 40%, 46% of only 46% of those men have kids, and
Mm-hmm.
what is it now? Let's see, 35% of black men are married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, 35% of black men are married.
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
Now, if you now allow for some overlap, of course, but that base, so 35 plus 54 gives you what?
35 plus 54 would give you
Yes,
89.
89. So you allow for overlap, and that
Mm-hmm.
still leaves you with about 16%, because we already said the given variable is about 4 to 5%, right?
That was like we were talking about, like the margin of error, right? Just like that, it could
Right,
be
margin
off.
error.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We both agreed on the margin error 4 to 5%. So
Mm-hmm.
that's 11% plus 5. That gives you 16. I'll go
Mm-hmm.
your way. That gives you 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I told you earlier, Stacy was being conservative and saying 20. So basically, if 54% of black men don't have kids, 35% of black men are married, you allow for overlap. That leaves you 15 to 20% of black men who are making the most fucking kids, most of the kids, and so in our community, most of the kids, 75 to 80% are born out of wedlock. So out of wedlock means you cannot include the black men, but I'm allowing for overlap because shit happens, right? And
Yes.
if there's kids being born and 54% of black men do between 15 and 49 do not have kids, that means they are automatically out of the question with no overlap. So who the
Mm-hmm.
fuck is making all these kids then?
Okay, so now let's do the math this way. If
No,
we're
answer
saying
the
that,
question, then do the math. Answer the question, then do the math, please.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think your math is off because when you say
Well,
overlap, that's not
right. You just agreed. Well, you just agreed that 46% of black men aged 15 to 49 do
Man,
not
right
have
there.
kids. You just agreed to that. You
Man, right
just
there
agreed
ain't
to that.
going for it.
And I'm telling you the marriage rate and allowing for
Mm-hmm.
overlap. And you
Okay.
did the math yourself,
right.
right?
Okay, but this
So
is
where
what
are
this
these
says.
kids coming
Tagged
from then?
up.
No. I need an answer, T. Where are these kids coming from? Then tell me, then give me your explanation. But tell me where the kids are coming from first.
The kids are coming from the majority of black men because your math is wrong. 50. So what you're
Bro,
stating
wait, you just agreed. Wait, hold on. I now I have questions because you just agreed that 54% of black men aged 15 to 49 do not
Tagged
have
up. I
kids.
just dropped the link.
You literally just agreed to that. So now you can't take it back.
Correct.
I told you the marriage rate. If you don't believe me, look it
Hey,
up.
ZF,
Fine.
listen.
But
ZF, the people in the comments saying that this is not a good faith. I don't think he's up here in good faith, so it's not going to
no, he's not. He's because he's not arguing in good faith,
You aren't
and he can't tell me.
letting me even
He can't tell
articulate my
me
point. You aren't even letting me
because
articulate my point.
you're trying to
can't say
tell you're trying to tell me your
speak.
point without telling me where the kids
T.
come from
If
first.
54%
I
is
asked
not
you a direct
correct,
question.
if 54% is not correct, give him the right number. That's what you have to start learning how to do. If you're going to confront somebody, you need to have information that confounds their information.
I can't confront when you guys don't let me speak.
Well,
I don't
you
know
can
why
speak
that's
right
so hard
now.
to
You can
understand.
speak. Give us the
Thank
real
you.
number. It's not 54%. Give us the right one.
Yes. So you're stating that 54% of black men are childless. That's your
Age 15
statement.
to 49, and you agree.
Correct. But again, my point of contention is that 20% of black men are making 80% of children. Right? That's my point of contention. So if that, hold on.
You just did the math.
So if that's true, if 20% are making 80% of the children, then that means that at the bare minimum, to be gracious to your side, that only 20% are making the other 20% of kids, which would mean that 40%.
No.
Yes. Matter
Okay.
of fact, yes. So that means that 40% of black men are fathering 100% of kids. which means that this is being the bare minimum with no overlap. That would mean that 60% of black men are childless, and we know that as a matter of fact to be false. This is irrefutable.
I never said that, and I asked you to do the math yourself. So
I just did.
And the reason I asked you to and the reason I asked you to do the math yourself with overlap even is so it would come out of your mouth, right? Now, I'm saying that literally you're arguing against a fact and percentage proven 80-20 rule.
The 80-20 rule does not pertain to black men parenting or fathering children, and you cannot cite a source. It is not true, ever, nowhere. It's not true.
The United States Census.
The census. I will bet you $1,000 right here, right now, that you cannot find any census proof that will say that 20% of black men are parenting 80% of children. I'll bet you $1,000 right now.
Oh
There's no
God!
way.
I really
And I
need to
wouldn't
take
even-
your fucking money.
I don't even want to take your money. There's no way, and you know this. This doesn't even logically track. And you think if there was this large of a
Really,
phenomenon, you could Google this really
because
quickly.
you're telling me that even though the majority of black men in prime breeding years, which you agreed to, do not have kids,
Mm-hmm.
that somehow 20% of men aren't making 80% of the kids? Because
That is.
hold on.
Right now.
Hold on. If these things being true, which you admitted to, is that the first one, and 35% of black men are married, and I gave you overlap. Did I not?
Yes.
Did I give you 5% overlap?
You gave me overlap. You did. Yes.
And I gave you exactly 5%, correct?
Yes.
Which we agreed to earlier was acceptable.
Yes.
So, okay. So what I need you to do is, since you agreed to the first part, which is the 18 to 49, and I gave you the marriage stats with 5% overlap, I need you to tell me exactly where the rest of these kids are coming from.
Okay.
Directly. You know what I'm saying? Answer the question, then tell me your supporting stuff. But open with a statement that says these kids are coming from this segment of black men.
It would have to be coming from black men that are over 49, like their fathers too. Right?
Okay, so
Like
you're
there's-
telling me that black men over the age of 49 are fathering kids en masse.
No, it's not in mass. Because keep in mind, think about it like this: I've conceded to you that 15 to 49 make up 46% of fathers. That extra
Absolutely.
14%, the extra 14% is 49 and up.
That would be en masse, sir, because 10 to 12% is considered critical mass. So 14% is considered en masse.
Yes. So
You're
for example,
telling me
my
that
dad-
black men 50 and over are fathering 14% of black kids. Where is that stat? Where is
like
that
my
stat?
dad-
I will
like-
look
like-
it up, and if you're, I'm saying, where is that
Okay.
stat? I will look it up, and if you're right, I will concede your point.
Yeah, but this is sort of my point. It's just like, and I don't mean to be, I'm not trying to be facetious or anything, but like my dad is alive. He would count to that stat. Bless your, I don't know your situation, but like if you're a black man that is 30 and your dad is alive, they contribute to this stat. Right?
Okay.
There are black men that are fathers that are over 50, right?
Okay.
So-
and what I'm saying, no, because we're talking about kids being born, sir. You're talking about having kids. We're talking about kids being born. Because now you're doing exactly what you accused me of doing and picking a demographic which I didn't actually do because I was including everybody, but you're picking a demographic to prove your point. We're
Hey,
talking
y'all,
about
we gotta wrap
having
this up.
kids,
It's not
actively
getting-
having fucking kids.
Listen, we gotta wrap this up. We gotta get to the next point because this is getting redundant. It's the same thing for like 35 minutes and stuff. We got a crowd here and they pay to, get new information, and he's not gonna concede. Watch this. T, what would you be willing to concede to?
Concede to
You say
grant
nothing?
Stacey's point. No. Stacey, I told you I'm here in good faith. I told you how they did you was wrong with Fatty, so you got to give me some kudos for that. ZF is accurate when he's saying that it's 46% from ages 15 to 49. I grant that. I'll grant you that what you said is correct about the top 20 men not dating black women. I'll grant you that. But again, those aren't countering my points.
Man, right here.
And-
You said. I don't see a link, man, right here.
Remember, Stacey, the links are probably hard to come
that's
through unless
right.
they're YouTube links.
Right. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Next point of contention, or we're gonna go ahead and wrap it off.
Okay, let me see. I think I had one more here.
Let me see. I'm 47, divorced with 3 kids.
Okay,
Stacey,
so
nothing
T, I got
crazy.
a question for you then. I got a question for you since while you're pausing. Okay. So if black women are doing so much better than black men, right? But 61% of black women ages 15 to 49 have kids, and they're having the most kids actually being born, plus the most abortions, and only about 28% of black women have a degree. How are they doing so well in between all this fucking that they're doing, and where do they find the time? Because there's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, I think that is. I think if you judge it on having kids and abortion and children out of wedlock, sure. If you wanted to look at it like that, sure. I think that's why I say it. That's why it's not a 10 out of 10. That's why it's a 5. Or I'm sorry, that's why it's not a 1 out of 10. That's why it's a 5. Because again, you guys have already conceded education. Stacey already conceded education. You have to concede unemployment rate. You have to concede incarceration rate. You have to concede home ownership. You have to concede.
Well, we covered when we. Okay, so we countered the incarceration rate with over policing and exonerations. We covered home ownership with foreclosures and evictions. Yes, we did. Come on, we're not going to revisit that. We're not going to. We're not going to.
It's all good.
We're not going to revisit all that.
It's all good.
We're not going to revisit.
Hey, T, I appreciate you coming up, man. Subscribe to the show and we'll do it again, man.
Sounds good. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being
All
patient.
good. You take care, man.
All right, be good.
All right.
ZF, be good.
For sure. Be safe, stay dangerous, T.
All right, be good. Bye-bye.
No, I don't have no qualms with dude. He all right, dude. You know what I mean?
No, I told you I think he's coming from
age. It's his age.
I think he's coming from a good place. He's articulate. He's obviously educated. You know, he's not disrespectful. He ain't calling nobody out of their name. None of that. I think he's a good dude. Like I said, I don't think he's unintelligent. I think he's uninformed or misinformed even.
I think he has an agenda. I think not a political agenda or anything like that. I think that some people, when they want to feel a way about something, there's pretty much nothing you can say to change their mind. Like, listen, it's visible to the entire world. What condition? Listen, we are talking. We just had a damn commissioner assist her son in a drive-by. Last year.
Right. I sent you that.
Last year we had a judge go to jail for getting into a fight at a club. A family judge. What's her name?
I forgot her name.
Okay, well, forget her. What about the one, is it Haddon? What is it? The mayor in that Illinois town. She did
Tiffany Henry?
Yeah. This is not something that we think. This is not something we think. This is happening.
Right.
Men are finding out that children are not theirs for real.
And here's the thing. I respect T. Like, you see, I didn't get crazy with him or no shit like that. And you know how I get, Stacy. You know what I mean? You know how I get. So I respect him. You know what I'm saying? I respect
I don't think
his
it's good
intelligence.
faith. I don't think it's good faith. I think his arguments. He wants his arguments to stand like. Listen, we all know he admitted that there's no group of women who say I don't want black men, but there is a group of women who say I don't want white men. That speaks for itself. There is no demographic of women
Right.
who say that I don't want black men. There's none. We can date
Right.
across the entire color spectrum. And here's the kicker: when we're doing our worst. We don't have to have the fancy. Listen.
Wait, no, that needs turbulence. That needs turbulence. Do that again. I'm editing on the fly.
Turbulence, people. ZF. ZF be making me want to start drinking again.
I'm drinking right now. What we talking about?
This boy is the spokesman for Scotch. You understand me? They say,
hey, it's what I do.
They say, what they say? I missed it. I was about to read it, y'all, but these comments, I appreciate it. The comments is going. And somebody said, bro.
Hey, that's what's up.
32 years old and dang, I didn't get to see it. But
yeah.
his age is
because I can't see the comments from here.
Listen, ZF, the argument wasn't in good faith because, for one, he's standing up for something that he's not actively participating in and involved in, which I'm not saying you have to all of the time. But when you come to this defense like that, yet you haven't found a suitable African-American woman who you believe is valuable, then that means probably your argument is in bad faith. Probably. If I thought that highly of black women, I don't think that highly of black women. Well, I do the ones who are, you know what I'm talking about, the ones who are in pocket, right? I do think highly of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But listen, even still, even though they have the negative stigmata on them, my last 3 women were black women. So if you feel that strongly about black women, why didn't you get you one?
See, Stacey, here's the thing. He's all about this readiness shit. And I told him, that's the same thing black women say. It's not a knock, it's the truth. Here's the thing. You're never really ready. You're never ready to get married. You're never ready to have kids.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you're never really ready. You just do it. And you prepare yourself financially as much as you can, but marriage and kids aren't they are about money, but not just about money, right? They're about personality. They're about discipline. They're about duty. All that shit. I don't care. You are never ready for your first kid. I don't care what age you are. Dead ass, because you don't know what you're doing. And you're not really ready for your second kid because you're still raising the first. You learn on the fly, especially when it comes to kids. You learn on the fly.
Shut it down, baby man. I'm trying to juggle. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you as soon as I shut it down. You finna help me cook.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, you're never really ready for that shit. You know what I mean? You're as ready as you can be when you meet the one that you can settle down with. And now, when I say the one, there's actually multiple mathematically.
Hold on.
But
ZS.
when you,
I'm just Drew, bruh. You wearing shades indoors? What does that say? Now these people know me. Usually, I would have said something like, "Dumbass nigga, have you ever heard of transitionals?" But I'm not gonna say that to you. I'm gonna say my brother. I'm gonna say my brother. There's a such thing as called transitionals, and they adjust according to the degree of light that you're in. And there's a light right here, brother. Right? There's a light right there, brother. Hold on. There's a light right here, right? And there's a light right there. Just been educated. Hit the super chat.
damn it.
But those of you who don't
saying,
know, there's a such thing called transitional glasses where your eye lenses, they change with the degree of sunlight that's hitting you or light period.
Brother, they don't understand.
I'm about to go ahead and jump up off of here. If I'm going to hit you.
All right, because I done missed the end of this Dodger game and all this messing around with y'all. I'm gonna check the score while we talk while we talk on the phone. But yeah, look, I'm just saying for all y'all, I'm gonna get ready first. I'm gonna get ready first. You're never ready. You're
I
never ready
agree,
for
bro.
marriage.
I agree
You're
with
never,
everything you said when you said that. Like, there's a such thing as pulling the trigger. We can plan, but you got to pull the trigger.
and there is a such thing as over planning.
I agree. Listen, in the tech world, do you know what they say? Because I've been guilty of this. When we were building Glimpse, even when we were done, I kept seeing something. You know what else would be good to add to it? Guess what they said? They showed me a tech industry standard, a startup company industry rule. Throw it out there. Let the people tell you what about it. They said because you keep adding things on forever. And they were right. As soon as I read that, ZF, I said, they right. That's what I'm doing.
Absolutely. I've been guilty of that.
Yeah.
I've been guilty of that.
Shout out to the International Quiet Storm in the building, my day one.
No, I've been guilty of that. I need this certification. I need that certification. I need this. I need that. And you know what? You know what happened? I just did it.
Yep.
I just did it. I showed up in the interview, told them what I knew. Right. I showed up at the interview, told them what I knew. They were like, "You're more than qualified."
All right, people, listen, I appreciate you guys for rocking out with us. You know what I mean? For rocking out with my brother ZF while he was handling his business. You guys know this week we are supposed to start back to our everyday show. I know we're starting next Monday back to every day, but we're doing this every other day thing because we needed to chop up clips and get you guys the clips that you need, blah, 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 blah. But I appreciate you guys rocking out with us. We are out of here, and you know what it is.
Stay dangerous.
not miss.
Hey, Quiet Storm, I appreciate you saying that, bro. Bro said that everyday live is rough. I appreciate somebody just acknowledge. Huh? Let's go.